Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Paul Bud Billiard Field and Brooke Memorial Stadium. Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals is on the air as Brooke opens up the season tonight at home against the 1-0 Beaver Local Beavers. Jack Hillgrove and Tony Filberto on hand as Frank Cicini makes his debut as the head coach at his alma mater, the Brooke Bruins. Coach, you've known Frank for a very long time and worked with Frank. He's back home at Brooke. A very exciting night for him, his family, and the Brooke family as well.
Absolutely, and I'm excited for Frank. It's great. Frank worked with us at Weir High for a number of years, and we recommended him for the head coaching job, did a knockout job, and he got to come home. It's always special to come home. It comes back. He played here. He played with some great teams, with some great players, and I'm sure he's going to instill that in his team now.
Yeah, the keys tonight for this one presented by Generations. Part of it for Brooke is channel all those emotions that come with the home opener and the debut and the homecoming of Frank Cicini and limit the big play. Mike McKenzie and the Beaver Local Beavers offense like to spread things out. The keys for the Beavers, sustain those drives. Sustain drives despite being able to move the ball up and down the field at a fast pace and make plays in the secondary on defense. Brooke's got a pair of wide receivers, 6'2", 6'3", that can be threats on the outside. Those are the keys to the game presented by Generations. Now our coach's spotlight. It's presented by the Health Plan. Mike McKenzie in his 9th season at Beaver Local, and there's Frank Cicini now repping the green and gold, a 1990 Brooke Bruins alum, last 5 seasons as the head coach at Weir High School. It's Frank Cicini against Mike McKenzie, Beaver Local against Brooke in Wellsburg. Kickoff coming up next right here on WTOV9.
It's go time.
Sports Friday on the Go Time.
We'll bring you the biggest highlights from the biggest games live as they happen.
From the opening kickoff to the final whistle, scores, highlights, and insightful commentary.
You can take us to the game with you on your smartphone.
Or join the fun from the comfort of your own home. It's Sports Friday on the Go, 7 to 9:30 only on the WTOV9 YouTube page.
Sponsored by RC Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, M&M Hardware, and WVU Medicine, Weirton Medical Center.
Since 1989, WTOV9 has been home of hard-hitting high school football. I'm Jamie Bordas with the law firm of Bordas & Bordas. We're proud to once again help bring you high school football here in the Ohio Valley, where football is king. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the game.
Got a good thing going on. Every day waking up feeling blessed to be here, 'cause it's another day I get to chase my dream. Vision in my head never been so clear. Got a good thing going on.
Oh no!
What's wrong?
What do we do?
Call Bob.
Bob who?
That's me. I'm Bob, the owner of Mr. Rooter Plumbing. Been in the plumbing industry for 40 plus years. Trained by my father, who believed in quality service and customer satisfaction. Here at Mr. Rooter, we offer fast service with the best warranties in the industry.
When you need a plumber fast, don't do it yourself. Call Bob at Mr. Rooter Plumbing.
Thanks, Bob.
Did you know people are 90% more likely to eat breakfast when they're with their crew? And at Wendy's, you can all have 2 of your select faves for just $3. Everyone gets what they want. Yeah, I totally made up that stat. $3 breakfast? Gotta be Wendy's.
The Bordas & Bordas Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by Bordas & Bordas, D. Felice Brothers Pizza, Wendy's, First Choice America Federal Credit Union, Mr. Rooter, Team Automotive.
And welcome back to Brooke Memorial Stadium, everybody. Just about set for kickoff as the Bruins and the Beavers do battle on Bordas & Bordas Friday Night Rivals, game number 2. Coach, the Beavers have a game under their belt, a 27-20 victory over Cleveland Shaw at home last week. Brooke, this is their first game. West Virginia not opening up the high school football season until tonight. Ohio teams have a leg up. can present a challenge for a West Virginia
It does.
team.
I actually think it gives Beaver Local an advantage. We always say you improve the most week 1 to week 2. Brooke will still be going through their first week, problems that you have. Beaver Local had the opportunity to straighten those things out between week 1 and week 2. So as a coach, we always try to avoid playing an Ohio team in week 1.
Captains out on the field for both squads getting ready for this one. For the Brooke Bruins, it's senior Ty Sparringer, the starting quarterback, and the DeFelice Brothers Pizza Scholar Athlete of the Week. Another senior Marcus Reed, running back and defensive lineman. The kicker and the punter, senior Rocco Sacraponte, and another senior up front for Beaver Local, Jude Blake. For the Beavers, it's 4 guys as well. Senior Nicholas McKenzie, another senior in the starting quarterback, Wade Foster. Number 31, listed on the roster as number 41, but he is wearing number 31 this evening. That's senior Aiden Price, and the 4th captain for the Beaver Local Beavers up front is number 75, Devin Kraft. The Beavers, red lids, white jerseys, white pants. Brooke rocking some retro-looking new uniforms tonight. The gold lids, the green jerseys with Bruins on the back nameplate, and the gold pants with the white stripe. Again, Beaver Local last week, a 27-20 victory at home over Cleveland Shaw. They were up 15-0 in that contest, held on to win it by a touchdown. And again, Brooke, this is their first game of the season, opening up the 2025 slate at home. Last season, this game in Lisbon, 35-0 victory over the Bruins for the Beavers. Tonight, as the script flips to 2025, this is the second all-time meeting between both squads.
Right. We see where Beaver Local has won the toss. They've deferred, which is I always think is a correct thing to do. Put your defense out there first. So we're excited about a great night of football.
I'm glad you caught that because I didn't. Coach, always a pleasure getting a chance to work with you. I worked with Mike D'Angelo last week in week number 1, so happy to be back on the air with you as well.
Yeah, I enjoy my time. Jack Hillgrove is second to none, is a great voice. We've probably heard that Hillgrove name a few times over the last number of years.
There's Frank Cicini getting set for his first game as the head coach at his alma mater. A 1990 Brooke High graduate, member of the state championship team in 1987. Taking over for Casey Goff, who was here for 1 season. Goff now the head coach at Division III St. Vincent College in Latrobe, where the Pittsburgh Steelers hold their training camp year in and year out. As Coach said, Brooke won, or rather Beaver Local won the toss and elected to defer. So the Bruins will move it from left to right across your screen. And we are ready to go live on WTOV9 and live streaming across the WTOV9 digital platforms. Teeing it up for the Bruins is Braden Hall, the senior, at the 40-yard line, far side hash, and we are underway in Wellsburg. This is a short kick just past the 20-yard line, taken by an up man for the Bruins, and there goes that up man past midfield and out of bounds into Beaver Local territory. That is Ethan Fisher, the senior, who gets this crowd fired up and fired up early.
Well, it's a great way to start. I bet Coach Cicini has all kind of emotions, and that just added to him. I get that kick return up into the 40-yard line, put you almost to 4-down territory. It's a great start for the Bruins.
First down and 10, a First Choice America first down and 10 for the Bruins in Beavers territory at the 37-yard line to our right. First down and 10 for the Bruins with 11:52 left in this first quarter. Ty Sparringer will go under center. It's our DeFelice Brothers Pizza Scholar Athlete of the Week, the senior quarterback. His older brother Braylon, quarterback for this Bruins team for a number of years. He'll hand it to his big fullback. That is Marcus Reed, 6'2", 245 pounds, trudges forward for a couple of yards. Here is the rest of the Brooke offense. Starting lineup presented by Roerick Financial. Connor Cart transfer from Madonna. Of course, the Blue Dogs not fielding a team in 2025. So Connor Cart coming over from the Madonna program, playing at Brooke. Grant Yost, Crosby Morris, Anthony Perlowski, the wide receivers. Marcus Reed, tight end / fullback. And the offensive line, Lincoln Taylor. The guards, Jude Blake, Connor Ray. The tackles, Dominic White and Jacob Obel-Dobel. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6, down to the 33-yard line. Sperringer will throw it, far side, pass caught, past the 25-yard line, and there goes the Brooke Bruins and the offense moving the chains. That is Brody Drum, the sophomore, moving the chains. There's the Beaver Local defense, Tyler Plum, Brady Nelson, Devin Kraft, and Nathan Stahl up front. The linebackers, Peyton Cowdery, Blaine Jones, and Aiden Price, along with Luke Redos, Tucker McElroy, Richie Wise, and Nicholas McKenzie in the defensive backfield. Rorick Financial, the sponsor tonight for our starting lineups.
Yeah, on the previous play, Brooke, the quarterback, Ty Sperringer, is special. They just ran a little combination and out in the vertical. He got underneath the defender and threw a nice ball, made a nice reception.
Yep, needed 6, got 9, down to the 24. A little power pistol look for the Bruins on 1st and 10. Hand off to Cart, who tries to bounce it outside. Good job containing there for the Beavers. Wrapping up on the play, that's Liam Jordan, the sophomore, number 22, 5'10", 170 pounds. Minimal gain, if any. That'll bring up a 2nd down. Take a look at it here on the Team Automotive replay.
Right, he got bundled up inside. Had a tough time hanging on to the football, stretched it to the outside, loss of 2.
Yeah, Cart, a 5'9", 165-pound sophomore, again coming over from the Madonna program as the Blue Dons unable to field a team in 2025. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12, pass caught over the middle. Knee was down, and a good job there by the Beavers defense to contain and close on the receiver right away. That is Anthony Perlowski, the senior.
Well, yeah, they're 3rd and manageable now, plus they're in 4-down territory. Let's see the approach. Are the Bruins going to try to get some and then finish it on the next play, or try to get it all at one time?
Gain of 6 to the 20-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 6. And the new coaching staff at Brooke High School, that is Eric James, longtime assistant at River, also the principal here at Brooke High School, and Gus DiMarzio coming over after a long tenure as an assistant coach at Steubenville Big Red. He is a fellow Bruin alum as well. 3rd and 6, they throw the screen a little too high, intended for Grant Yost. That'll bring up a 4th down and 6 from the 21-yard line. And, Coach, they've got a field goal kicker in Rocco Sacripanti who can make it from long range. We'll wait and see what the decision is from the Brooke sideline.
Right now, it looks like the decision is they're going to go for it on 4th down, which either way is a right decision. And, they're very capable of picking up the 7-8 yards here on 4th down. When you have a quarterback like Ty Sperringer, he's very capable of getting out of the pocket and making up the difference with his feet.
Offense remains on the field for the Brewers on 4th down.
4th down and 6. Shotgun situation for the Bruins. Sperringer takes the snap, rolls it near side, will throw it towards the end zone. The pass is just too tall for the intended receiver of Brooke, and that is number 25, Brody Drum. Turnover on downs, and Beaver Local will take the football.
He ran a half roll out, 3 receiver side, had vertical, looked like he might have been open. He was struggling with the sidelines and just slightly overthrew him.
So as the Beavers take over, First Choice America, 1st down and 10. Quarterback for Beaver Local, Wade Foster, senior, 6'1", 205 pounds. A dual threat quarterback, can run it, can throw it. Last week in the win over Cleveland Shaw, 122 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, had 13 carries for 74 yards as well. 9:14 left in this first quarter. Foster will roll it, far side, pass caught to a wide open Tucker McElroy. Out of bounds near midfield, and that's a pretty darn good play at the start of the ball game.
He flashed to the back coming through. A lot of eyes went there, rolled out to his right, got the backside drag.
There's the Beaver Local starting lineup presented by Rorick Financial. Blaine Jones, Aiden Price, the tailbacks, Nicholas McKenzie, Luke Redos, the wide receivers, Tucker McElroy, the tight end, and Tyler Plum, Nathan Stahl, Devin Kraft, Robbie Mara, and Carter Roberts, the offensive line. Gain up to the 48-yard line, a gain of 27, 1st down and 10. Another pass caught near side. Trying for more yardage is Luke Redos, the 6'1", 175-pound senior. And here is the Brooke defense as we look at it on the left side of your screen. Jacob Obel-Double, Jason Hanley, Marcus Reed, the 3-down lineman, Elijah Lanigan, Cole Bolin, Rylan Figgs, Corey Maynard, the Brooke linebackers, and Michael Gibson, Grant Yost at corner, Caleb Nielsen, and Jack Garvey as the Bruins safeties. Gain of 9 into Brooke territory at the 42-yard line, 2nd down and 1. The give straight ahead to Jones, and Jones gets inside that 40-yard line, and enough for a 1st down, met by one of those linebackers for Brooke, the weak side linebacker, Corey Maynard.
Getting the power pistol, short yardage, to close the splits down a little bit, 2 backs in the backfield. You needed 1, they got 3.
First down and 10, First Choice America, 1st and 10. Lane Jones takes the handoff, goes far sideline, has some space. 35, Jones at the 30, and again using some power to get inside the 25-yard line.
Good blocking on the perimeter. They ran stretch play, outside zone. Got good blocking on the perimeter, as we can see here, and you got the edge. Nice size back.
Yeah, Lane Jones, 6 foot, 210 pounds. Last week, 16 carries for 92 yards and a touchdown on the ground. A 27-20 victory last Friday in Lisbon for the Beavers against Cleveland Shaw. First Choice America, 1st and 10 at the Brooke 24-yard line. Gain of 13 on that last play.
Ran fast screen to the short field. Good safe play. Got 6-7 yards out of it. They're in 4-down territory. Very manageable. 2nd and mid, we'll call that.
Called it a 6-yard gain down to the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Foster rolls, pass just a tad short. Intended for Nicholas McKenzie. Closing in that Brooke secondary. Michael Gibson, the junior cornerback, brings up a 3rd down and manageable for Brooke. But as you mentioned, Coach, 4-down territory.
And we have a penalty. We have a holding penalty.
In the WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center pink zone for the time being. Glad you're my eyes and ears up here, because until this sun settles, I'm not going to be able to see any penalty markers, I don't think, for this first quarter.
I got used to the sun in your face all those years of Weir High School. Until you get to the middle of the 2nd quarter, you lived with sunglasses and hoped you could see.
Again, our officiating crew for tonight, the referee Joe Kohler, our umpire tonight John Bishop, line judge Kelly Ryan, our field judge this evening Mike Herrick, the head linesman is Steve Finoso, and the side judge John Smith.
At about a 2nd and 14, 2nd and 13 right now.
Spread look, Foster, big rush, he's hit, and he gets out of there. Wade Foster ducking away and taking off. 20, Foster at the 15, 10, sidesteps a man down near the 5-yard line. Wade Foster showing some athletic ability and evading a couple of tackles.
Right, showed a lot of composure. He broke out of a couple of tackles. I was sure going to get him down. Showed nice speed, got to the perimeter, and almost got himself in the end zone. We're going to see the replay here again. Patience looking. He's getting pressure inside. Gets off of 2 tackles there, and makes it down to about the 5-yard line.
They call it the 4, gain of 24, 1st down and goal, looking like Paul Crew in the longest yard. Handoff, Jones trying to trudge forward towards that goal line. The Brooke defense showing little resistance. First man to him was Corey Maynard, the weak side backer. Gained a couple of those, 2nd down and goal forthcoming. Quick to the line, and Beaver Local, Wade Foster, touchdown, Beavers to start this ball game. After one heck of a scramble situation for Foster, he punches it in from a couple of yards out. His second rushing touchdown of the season. Beaver 6, Brooke nothing.
They had 2 plays called in the huddle. They knew if they didn't get in, they were immediately going to come to the line of scrimmage, run the quarterback sneak. Did a nice job. They wedge blocked it, put it in the end zone.
It'll be Hall that will try the extra point. 6-0 with 6:31 left in this first quarter. A 10-play drive. The extra point is up and true. Beaver 7, Brooke nothing. We'll take a timeout here from Brooke Memorial Stadium in Wellsburg as the Bruins come back out for their second offensive possession when we return.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop Black Lung from stealing your time.
Make it DeFelice Brothers Pizza today, 'cause Italy's just too far away.
At DeFelice Brothers Pizza, we're more than just pizza with a full line of catering offerings. Try our Party Round sandwich, Parmesan-crusted rosemary chicken breasts, signature Italian sausage, or meatballs. To book your next event, call DeFelice Brothers Pizza near you or visit us at eatdefelice.com.
Make it DeFelice Brothers Pizza today, 'cause Italy's just too far away.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
Wade Foster, the theme of the focal point of that 10-play, 79-yard drive for Beaver Local. 7-0, Coach. A very impressive 20-plus yard scramble. Evaded 3 or 4 tacklers. Looked to be sacked on the play. Was able to squeak out of that, and then a 2-yard QB sneak for the touchdown puts the Beavers on the board first.
Very athletic. You love that of your quarterback, that he can make up the difference with his feet. He's big and strong enough to get off those tackles.
It's the team mobile service kickoff. Brooke down 7-0. They take it back at their own 10, 15-20. Connor Cart met quickly by the Beavers on that play. Meeting Cart is Nick Barker, the junior special teamer for Mike McKenzie's Beavers, and that'll present Brooke with an 80-yard drive potentially for their second offensive possession of the game.
And Brooks' last drive, I thought they ran the ball well. They made a couple nice throws. Actually had a guy open in the end zone and didn't quite get him the football. So we can see a lot of things out of this Brooke offense now.
First Choice America, first down and 10 for the Bruins at home to open the 2025 season. Ty Sparringer takes the snap, reads that Beaver defense, keeps past the 30, zone read and a first down for the Bruins across the 30-yard line. Ty Sparringer, another dual-threat quarterback.
Absolutely, and that's what you look for today in your quarterback. You want him to be able to throw, but he's another back in the backfield when you're in that shotgun. He flashed to the halfback, everybody spread, and he came right up the middle.
About a yard short, actually. Second down and 1. That leads stick the 31-yard line. They spot the football at the 30. Nonetheless, a pretty darn good game for Ty Sparringer, the senior quarterback, on first down and 10. It's now 2nd and 1. 2 receivers split out each way. Protector to Sparringer's right. Toss play near side. Grant Yost lost the football. He's got to go back for it. Picks it up. Tries to salvage something out of the play. But the Beavers are all over it, including the big defensive lineman Wyatt Wright at 5'11", 330 back there for the Beavers. Yost caught it on the toss, Coach, and wasn't able to hang on to it.
Couldn't hang on to it. He had it for a while, and just as he was running, it just pops out. Did a nice job of recovering it, though.
Loss of 7. Back to the 23-yard line, 3rd down and 8. So 2nd and short to 3rd and long. Cart to the left of Sparringer. Again, 2 receivers split out each way on 3rd and 8. 5:09 left in this first quarter. Sparringer will throw across the middle. Pass is caught. Yost hangs onto it that time for a first down across the 30 to about the 34-yard line. Bruins move the sticks.
We'll call that a make-up for the last play.
Absolutely.
Yost had the problem in the backfield last play. Makes a nice catch, gets a first down on this one. To get inside leverage on a defender, makes a nice catch, enough for the first down.
And those are the situations that you like to see. A negative play turns 2nd and short to 3rd and long after you give up a touchdown and you're down. To be able to come back and not be in a situation where you have to punt, reset, eases the mind of the players and the coaches.
Sure.
First choice America, 1st and 10. Power pistol for the Bruins, down 7-0 in this first quarter. Man in motion, and they hand it off to Cart, who tries to bounce it outside, but Aiden Price is all over it. The senior backer tackles the sophomore Cart on 1st and 10. It's one heck of a play by the Beavers linebacker.
Yeah, Aiden Price is like a pretty good football player. You know, he sat in there his linebacker position, didn't get caught down inside, made a nice one-on-one tackle.
Yeah, I'm going to apologize in advance because we've got BBs on both sides. Brooke, Bruins, Beavers. I'm going to stumble over it more than once before this one is in the books. So again, apologies in advance. A loss of 1 for the Bruins. The Beavers tally a TFL. Again, there you see Aiden Price on your screen. 6 foot, 200 pounds. Both programs rocking some new jerseys tonight. The Beavers in some new road whites. The Bruins in new home greens. And a timeout on the field with 3:37 left in the first quarter. And we will take the timeout with them. 3:37 left, quarter number 1. Beaver Local up a score.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we don't just get great results for our clients, we also understand the 21st century. Your time is valuable, and you may find it hard to schedule an appointment with a lawyer. That's why you can go to our website and start the process 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll review your initial inquiry and get back to you quickly. Check it out at bordaslaw.com.
Bordas and Bordas, fighting for justice.
Friday nights are made for moments like these. Every parent's dream is to see their child play under the lights. But one reckless choice can take it all away. Always stop when the stop arm is out. Don't be the reason they miss their moment. Stop means stop.
.337 left in quarter number 1. Beaver Local 7, Brooke nothing on the Bordas & Bordas scoreboard, as you see it right there on your screen. WV Medicine also a part of the fun this season for high school football in the Ohio Valley. We thank all of our sponsors. They're fantastic, and it wouldn't be possible without them. Beaver Local up a touchdown in this one, and across the river, Coach, Steubenville Big Red trailing after one quarter to defending Division IV state champ Indian Valley 14-0. The last time that Steubenville Big Red started a season 0-2, Coach, 1956.
Long time, but it's early in that ball game.
Second down and 11, the Bruins throw the screen. Sperringer to number 21 in green and gold. That's Michael Gibson. Second down on 11, turns to third down at about 5.
Yeah, threw a little through an underneath screen. Picked up quite a bit. They were negative. Now they're a very manageable 3rd and 4. I thought it was a nice call by the Bruin coaching staff.
Yeah, up to the 40-yard line. Gibson, the junior, getting involved early in this one. That's Marcus Reed to the left of Sperringer. Cart to his right. 3rd down and 4. Shotgun snap. Pass over the middle. What a one heck of a grab.
Great catch.
And able to hold on to the football near that lead stick. Yep. That's Grant Yost making up for the bobble on the toss play and then some. He's able to hold on to that football amidst the contact, Coach, and it moves the chains.
Moves the chains. You got to remember now, he knew where the chains were. He knew where to go. The quarterback knew where to throw. Enough to get the first down.
Without gloves as well. That's even more impressive on the team automotive replay. One of the keys for Beaver Local tonight, making plays in the secondary. Grant Yost at 6'3", 170 pounds is why. You've got Marcus Reed at 6'2". Anthony Perlowski on the outside at 6'1". Crosby Morris at 6'3". These receivers, Coach, have some height for Brooke.
They're big ones. It's nice to have those big receivers and a nice quarterback to throw it to them.
First choice America, 1st and 10. Power eye look, give to Reed for a couple. Looked like that Sperringer ran into his fullback on the play, but Reed at 245 pounds able to muster a little bit of something on that play. Gain of 2 up to the 47-yard line. Eighth play of the drive, forthcoming for the Bruins, down 7-0, nearing the end of this first quarter. 90 seconds up. Brooke quick to the line. Play clock down to 5. Sperringer under center. Play clock at 3, and they snap it. Give straight ahead to the fullback. Trudging towards midfield is Marcus Reed on 2nd and 8. Make it more like a 3rd and 6, depending on where they spot the football, at the 49-yard line. So a gain of 2, so a long 6 or a short 7, depending on how you look at it. Actually, they will spot it at midfield, so it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Inside 1 minute left in this first quarter of play here on the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals, live on WTOV9 and live streaming on the digital platforms. Shotgun situation for the Bruins on 3rd and 5. Sperringer, big rush, is going to throw the deep ball, far side. Pass is just too long for the intended receiver. Yost had a step on Dylan McKenzie for the Beavers, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 5.
Again, that one-on-one, they're taking that shot. Actually, he was open beyond the defender, just slightly overthrown.
Yeah, that's Peyton Cowdery, number 44, with the rush on the play, and on the team automotive replay, just out of the reach of the 6'3" Grant Yost. So 4th down and 5, the Bruins will punt it away. The left-footed Yost. This one takes a Bruin bounce inside the 15 and back towards Beavers' direction. It'll be down at about the 14-yard line with 34 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Take a look at our fan cam presented by DJ Sales and Service Incorporated. A beach theme in the Brooke student section tonight. Luau Beach. Trying to muster together some of the last few weeks of pool weather, beach weather, although this week in the Valley, Coach, nice cool and crisp end of August.
It was early October weather,
which I will not complain about.
Well, the hotter the better. I like it.
Oh, do you?
I love it.
Punt down at the 14-yard line. That's where Beaver Local will take over. 1, maybe 2 plays before the end of this first quarter. Handoff to Richie Wise across the 20 near the 22-yard line, and a first choice America first down.
Beaver Local's doing an awfully good job of blocking the perimeter. It's 2-3 times now that they've got outside the Brooke defense. Yeah, they had nice runs, but they've done a nice job blocking also.
2nd down and 3 at the 21-yard line. Game clock at 6. Lane Jones will carry it for a first down across the 25 near the 28-yard line, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Play clock, or the game clock does stop at the first down at 3 seconds. And it runs. And now we are at the end of the first quarter. Lane Jones on the carry to end quarter number 1. The Beavers 7, the Bruins nothing. We will come back for quarter number 2 in a couple of minutes right here on WTOV9.
You can spend fall Saturdays on hay rides with pumpkin lattes. But we know fall Saturdays are for college football live on NBC and Peacock. They're for prime time at the Big House. Here comes Saturday night! Go ahead, you know the words, come on. They're for big celebrations. My +1 is Peacock. Yes. College football live on NBC and Peacock.
If you're looking for a new truck, now is the time to buy from RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Right now, get up to $13,000 off MSRP on select in-stock Ram 1500s with the additional dealer discount. RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where our only focus is you.
Hello, thank you for calling the Guaranteed Life Insurance Helpline.
Hi, this is Marie. I'm looking for life insurance. I just lost my sister, and I saw her family struggle with the bills, the funeral. I don't want my own family to go through that.
Marie, I'm so sorry for your loss. With a Guaranteed Acceptance life insurance plan, your acceptance is guaranteed if you are between the ages of 50 and 85. You can get up to $25,000 in coverage. No medical exams, no health questions.
But I'm concerned about the price. How much does it cost?
I understand. Policies start at less than $7 a month.
Thank you so much. This means everything to me.
If you're between the ages of 50 and 85, you automatically qualify for up to $25,000 in life insurance coverage. No health questions and no medical exams. Policies start at $6.38 per month, with most benefits paid in as little as 24 hours.
Call 800-976-7808.
Are you searching for a new SUV? Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Right now, get up to $7,000 off MSRP on select in-stock Jeep Grand Cherokees with additional dealer discount. Hurry to RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where our only focus is you.
The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital, WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center, WVU Medicine Black Lung Clinic, The Health Plan, Center of Music and Art, Rurik Financial.
Happy to have you along for the journey tonight at Paul Budd Billiard Field. Jack Hillgrove and Tony Filberto on hand for night number 1 in West Virginia. Game 2 for Ohio. Those Beaver Local Beavers are 1-0 and lead it 7-0 as they have the football to start the second quarter. Frank Cicini, the head coach at Brooke now, as alma mater. Homecoming debut tonight for Cicini as the head coach here at Brooke. Jack Hillgrove again and Tony Filberto with you. First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Lane Jones had an 8-yard carry to end the first quarter. Takes the handoff 35 up near the 40-yard line. Near that lead stick on a Mr. Reuter first down. Coach, it looks like Jones is kind of a good combination of the bruiser back, but has a little bit of speed to him as well.
A little bit. He looks like, a big, tough inside guy, but did a nice job running the stretch out there. And again, they got perimeter on Brooke, so they're doing a good job at the tackle position.
Gain of 8, second down and 2 to the Beavers' 37-yard line. Wade Foster, the Beavers quarterback, hands it off to Lane Jones. Check that. That's number 31, Aiden Price, not 21. And that'll be enough for a Beavers first down. Now, Coach, you'll know much better than I would because I've only been covering football in this valley for 5 years. These are new Brooke jerseys, but these definitely look like throwback with Bruins on the back and the white.
All right, it looks like the old Packer uniforms from back in the day.
Gain of 5 up to the 42-yard line and a penalty marker on the far side of the field near the Beaver Local sideline. Our official tonight is Joe Kohler wearing the white hat. And we await the official word here. And it'll be a procedure call against the Beavers. So a couple of effective runs for Beaver Local. Brooke gets a break there with a 5-yard penalty against the visitors.
First down and 15 for the Beavers.
Back things up to the 37-yard line once again. The Mr. Reuter first down will be a 1st and 15. Power pistol look for Foster. He'll turn and hand it off to Lane Jones through a hole. Jones 40, 45, 50, and up near midfield and in to Brooke territory. Lane Jones with a burst of speed.
He did a nice job. He made up the 5 that they lost on the penalty, plus 9 more. Inside isolation, man-on-man blocking, send the lead back up, and you got a big back coming through.
Quick play to the line, 2nd down and 1 from the 49. Will turn into a new set of sticks for the Beavers as Jones comes near side and carries it into Brooke territory, but a penalty marker at the 45-yard line. And this one will be coming back as well, a holding call against... It's against Beaver Local, right?
It's against Beaver Local, yes.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. We will await to see where they spot this football. Another look at it on the Ohio Valley Honda replay. This was the run that you missed live.
Good hard run inside isolation.
This will be spotted back at the 45-yard line of the Bruins. So 2nd down and 7 at that 45-yard line of Beaver Local. The sun beginning to tuck behind the trees here in Wellsburg. And it looks like Beaver Local is going to have to burn a timeout. Looked like they were having some personnel issues getting some guys out into the field, so Mike McKenzie calls a timeout to situate it with 9:50 left in this first quarter. And with that, we will take a Trinity
Got a good thing going on. Got a good thing going on.
That timeout presented by Trinity Health System. 9:50 left, quarter number 2. Beaver Local 7, Brooke nothing. Story of this one, Coach, early on seems to be Beaver Local being able to run the football effectively with some speed, with some power. And, of course, the difference in this game, not obviously just the touchdown by Wade Foster, but that scramble of 20-plus yards to put them in that situation.
That was very big because they had a bunch to get to the sticks. He got tangled up back there and got loose and got down to the 5-yard line.
Timeout concludes. 2nd down and 7. Shotgun for Foster. Rolls it far side. Pass just wide of the mark for the intended target of Beaver Local, Richie Wise. Bring up a 3rd down and 7. So an opportunity here for the Bruins defense to get off the field, down 7-0 early in this 2nd quarter. 2 receivers split out each way, double slot for the Beavers. Foster in the gun. Quick throw across the middle, pass into and out of the hands of the intended receiver. And a couple of Bruins making a play on the football. The intended target for Beaver Local was Jack Masella, and Corey Maynard, one of those guys, quick to the football, knocks him loose. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, that's big because it was enough for the 1st down. Beaver Local would have kept the football.
4th down and 7. The Beavers offense remains on the field. And a penalty marker flies. Beaver Local defensive player stepped into the neutral zone. It looked like Frank Cicini wanted to maybe potentially call a timeout, but they threw the flag before that transpired. And a neutral zone infraction will be charged against the Bruins, I believe. Creeping into that neutral zone on that far side defensively was Kerry Scott, number 3. So 4th and 7 turns into 4th and 2 at midfield, and that definitely changes things from, a stance of going forward on 4th down.
Right, and the 4th and 7, it's not like it's a short yardage situation, which they put them in a short yardage, but you're still at midfield, so they may come out, do a similar thing, try to draw you off sides, then go back and punt the ball, but maybe they feel they're manageable at 2 yards.
And Beaver Local is going to call timeout here as well and maybe reassess how they attack the short yardage 4th down as opposed to 4th and 7. Timeout on the field, we'll take it with them. 9-10 remaining in quarter number 2.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you, with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
Boscov's Labor Day sale starts now. Enjoy super savings for your home. Every sofa, sectional, and recliner now on sale. Relax with the Dallas Recliner Sofa, just $699.99. Save big on the Elliott sectional for only $1499.99. Plus free delivery. Over 2,000 recliners in stock. Get 2 Lazy Boy Collage rocker recliners for one low price, $899.99. Or the Liam Rocker Recliner, 2 for $999.99. Open 9 a.m. on Labor Day. Hurry in for super savings at all Boscovs.
The pride of Brooke County, the Brooke High School Marching Band on your screen. Their Bruins trail 7-0 for the time being. A 4th down and 2 coming up for Beaver Local, who leads it by a touchdown. Wade Foster from a couple of yards out is the difference. He's the quarterback by himself on 4th and 2. They'll run a QB power near side. They've got enough for the 1st down as Foster sidestepping multiple Bruins into Brooke territory. It's a pretty darn good run from a quarterback coach that we have seen time and time again in this one.
It sure is. And again, they're getting perimeter on Brooke. Brooke's in that 3-4 defense, and it doesn't give you outside leverage there. They get a tackle or the DN's down on the offensive tackle, and they're getting hooked.
This is a lengthy drive, and it extends because of what you just saw on the Ohio Valley Honda replay. Down to the 38-yard line, gain of 12. 12th play of the drive. Foster's pass is caught by Richie Wise for a small gain. Another look at it here on the Ohio Valley Honda replay.
Initial read was covered, got a little pressure, and threw to his outlet. Nice catch.
In the vicinity of Wise was number 36, freshman Caleb Nielsen in the starting lineup for Cicini's Bruins. Gain of 1 down to the 37, second down and 9. Handoff, Lane Jones through a hold past the 30 and down to about the 28-yard line as a trio of Bruins make the stop, but another sizable gain for Lane Jones to bring up a third and manageable.
Yeah, definitely 4-down territory at the 30-yard line here. Just run inside power play, inside isolation. You get those two backs coming up through there, and the offensive line's doing a nice job blocking the Brooke defense.
Third and more than manageable. Third down and 1. Gain of 8. That lead stick is the Bruins 38-yard line.
They actually moved the sticks.
Oh, they did move the sticks. I
made it
apologize.
1st and 10.
First downs this quarter brought to you by Mr. Reuter Plumbing. Thought that football was spotted momentarily at the 29-yard line. They spotted at the 28. Moves the sticks. 13th play of the drive for the Beavers, who lead it 7-0. Handoff, no, play action. Foster dumps it off. Price into the open field 20. Sidesteps a man 15. Aiden Price, touchdown Beavers. 13-0 Beaver Local after the Laborers Local 809 touchdown. The 4th passing touchdown of the season for Foster. Aiden Price.
We're going to see the play again. He flashed, he booted out. You know, his blocker out in front of him comes off the defender, and he slips him the football. He breaks a tackle and goes to the end zone.
A 28-yard catch and run.
Aiden Price, a pretty good football player.
6 foot 200 pounds, plays that H-back position that Mike McKenzie has had a ton of good athletes at in recent years, and the extra point is up and through for number 34, Braden Hall. 14-0 Beaver Local, 7-17 remaining in this first half. We'll be back in a moment on the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals.
If you're looking for a new truck, now is the time to buy from RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Right now, get up to $13,000 off MSRP on select in-stock Ram 1500s with the additional dealer discount. RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where our only focus is you.
This year at Brooke County Schools, we're going bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Explore STEM innovation, hands-on CTE programs, and Project Lead the Way. Challenge yourself with advanced placement courses or earn college credit through the Brooke Collegiate Academy in partnership with Bethany College. With exciting facility upgrades across the school district, Brooke County is ready for the future. Welcome back, Bruins. Brooke County Schools, the place to be.
Are you searching for a new SUV? Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Right now, get up to $7,000 off MSRP on select in-stock Jeep Grand Cherokees with additional dealer discount. Hurry to RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where our only focus is you.
A 14-play, 86-yard drive that took 5 minutes and 17 seconds off the clock, capped off by Aiden Price, a 28-yard catch and run, pass thrown by Wade Foster. 14-0 Beaver Local, and that's a pretty lengthy drive.
That is. They've been productive. They got points out of their 2 long drives. Plus, it keeps the ball away from Brooke. We like those 10, 12, 14, 15-play drives.
And a team mobile unit kickoff forthcoming for Hall, who's got the ball teed up near side hash at the 40. The run-up and the boot. The Beavers lead it by 2 possessions. A little squib kick taken at the 25-yard line by Ethan Fisher, sidestepping a man and getting up near the 35-yard line. So decent field position for Brooke as they come out onto the field, and they've got to make something happen offensively.
They do. They need to put their drive together here in the last 7 minutes of this half and possibly come with some points.
They'll start with things at their own 35-yard line. And Mr. Reuter first down and 10. Jack Hillgrove and Tony Filberto in the booth. The Beavers with a 2-possession lead after a Wade Foster quarterback sneak for a touchdown, and then he threw it to Aiden Price, who ran 20-plus yards for the second score. This is the second meeting all-time between both programs. Ty Sperringer keeps, flag flies as he gets up near the 45-yard line for a momentary look near the lead stick, but we'll wait and see the guilty party here. And it looks like Sperringer is banged up on the play. Hopefully it's not serious, because down 2 scores and losing your senior starting quarterback is not a situation any team wants to be in.
No, absolutely. And he's been such a good one. You know, he was a young receiver, and as a sophomore, his brother was a quarterback and was hurt one game and did a great job down at John Marshall. I think you and I did that game together, actually, and the young Sperringer did a great job as a quarterback there.
Stay tuned for the school bus stop of the game presented by NHTSA. That will come up at the conclusion of this one. We'll take a look at our best defensive stop of the night. And that's called the school bus stop of the game, presented by the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration. 7:01 left in this second quarter, a 14-0 lead. And Ty Sperringer still being attended to by the Beavers and Bruins training staff, and Frank Cicini, the head coach of the Bruins, now out to check on his quarterback, who is still down after the 10-yard scamper on the play. Again, this is the second time that both programs meet all time. The first occurrence was last year, a 35-0 victory over the Bruins for the Beavers, and Ty Sperringer pops right up and runs back to his sideline underneath his own power and gets a warm reception from his home fans on this near side. Good to see. Obviously, you don't want to speculate, but it could have been a situation where the wind was knocked out of him momentarily. Nonetheless, it looks like Sperringer will sit this next play out. And we'll wait and see who takes the snap here. It looks like it's going to be Grant Yost, the 6'3" senior wide receiver, lining up at quarterback. There's a holding penalty against the Bruins. First down and 13 back at the 32-yard line. A whistle and a timeout. Frank Cicini going to talk things over, potentially give Ty Sperringer maybe a little bit more breathing room to get back into this one. The road ahead for both of these teams. For Brooke, it's a home matchup against Lindsley, and we talk about this being the second time that these two teams have ever played. Next week against the Cadets will be the first time that Lindsley and Brooke have ever played each other. So that is coming up next week here at Brooke Memorial Stadium. And the Beavers have St. C at home for week number 3. Sports Friday on the go is live right now on the WTOV News 9 YouTube channel. It brings you the biggest games in the Valley all in one place. Never miss what's happening in the night's biggest moments, all from your smartphone on the YouTube channel. Stream it live Friday, 7 to 9:30 on the WTOV YouTube channel. Don Sloan, Bill Phillips live there now, checking in with a multitude of games across the Ohio Valley tonight, including this one. Indian Valley and Steubenville, also one of those games featured on Sports Friday on the go. The Braves leading it 22-0. Well, check that, 28-0 after a 2-point try with 21 seconds until halftime. First down at 13 at the 32-yard line. That's Yost taking the direct snap and carrying it to about the 33, 34-yard line for a gain of 1.5. Call it more like 2. And it looks like Ty Sperringer is going to get the play from the sideline and come back into this ballgame.
Right, that's a good thing to say.
Actually, they're only going to call it a gain of 1 up to the 33-yard line. So second down and 12 forthcoming for the Beavers. Down 2 scores here at home early on. Sperringer back into the ballgame, takes the snap, throws the screen into and out of the hands of Grant Yost, who tried to turn it upfield, unable to make the catch. 3rd down and 12.
And the short field slip screen is going to come underneath the wide receiver, get that block, and just didn't hang on to the football.
So 3rd down and long coming up for the Bruins, who trail at 14-0. A couple of new receivers into the ball game for Frank Sassini's squad. Bryden Horston, the 6'3 junior, number 1. Also Ethan Fisher, this 5'8 senior, number 14, into the ball game as well. He's in motion towards the top of your screen. 5:58 left in this second quarter. Ty Sperringer takes the snap. We've seen these Bruins convert on 3rd and long earlier in this ball game. Sperringer's going to roll it out and throw it. The pass is too short for Crosby Morris, and that'll bring up a 4th down and 12.
Beaver Local's going to get the ball back with about a little under 6 minutes. Gives them plenty of time to put one of those longer drives together. Plus, they get the football when you open the second half.
4th down and 12.
Sounded like an
foul against the Beavers.
Unsportsmanlike. Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, I didn't see a flag.
I didn't either.
There's a lot of yellow on this field because that's one of the Bruins' colors.
Sure.
So if it blended in, we apologize. But it looks like the Bruins catch a break. A 15-yard unsportsmanlike charge to Beaver Local. It'll spot the football at the Brooke 48-yard line. New set of sticks. 1st down and 10. See if Brooke can capitalize. Corey Maynard, good sidestep, but like 4 Beavers were waiting for him in the backfield, including Peyton Cowdery. Loss of close to 2 yards. Actually, it is.
You see the replay here.
The
they just run outside stretch and get a little blitz off the edge there. Number 31, of course, we've called his name numerous times, Aiden Price.
So loss of 2, 2nd down and 12. Sperringer steps up, will run, and runs out of real estate back at the 45-yard line for a loss of 1. The Beavers hard off the edge. Sperringer able to evade the edge rushers, but runs into a couple of linebackers. It brings up a 3rd down and 13, and Frank Sassini reasonably upset. Third down and 13 back at the 45-yard line. Again, this drive was dead in the water, and then a personal foul penalty against the Beavers out of nowhere gave Brooke 15 yards and a new set of sticks. But with those new plays, they lose 3 yards on 1st and 2nd down, so it's 3rd and 13. Sperringer back to pass, throws it across the middle, too high for Marcus Reed, who looked like he had an opening. Tucker McElroy in that secondary, the closest man to Reed, but the pass too high, it brings up a 4th and 13.
Yeah, he ran verticals down the field. Those are good routes to run against the coverage that you saw there. Just didn't quite get him the football. Had inside leverage on the safety.
Stops the clock at 4:07 remaining in this first half. Brooke will punt it away. Grant Yost, the left footer. End over end kick fielded by Richie Wise at the 27-yard line. Sidesteps a man, 30, 35. Check that. That's not Richie Wise. That's number 7, Xavier Riley, the junior, with a shifty return up near the 40-yard line. And the Beavers, the way that they can move offensively with 3:52 left and
plenty of time.
Favorable field position. Anything can happen. Football spotted at the 43-yard line of Beaver Local, with 3:52 remaining in this one. Beavers' first scoring drive, 10 plays. Their second one, 14. First drive took 2:45 off the clock, and the second one took 5:17 off the game clock. Nicholas McKenzie with the catch and run into Brooke territory across midfield and out of bounds near the 40-yard line. So the coach's son gets into the stat column and moves those chains.
Yeah, Brooke is getting quite a bit of cushion on their wideouts. I think they got to come up and play a little more press coverage or a little closer to them. You hit that 3-4 step stop route, and you have room to run.
Gain of 14 into Brooke territory at the 43-yard line. First down and 10 presented by Mr. Reuter. Screen pass to Redos, and
nice tackle.
Gets close to the 40-yard line, but that tackle by Michael Gibson, the junior cornerback. Brings up a second down and 7.
The replay, we see the nice tackle and after the swing screen.
Another 15-yard penalty against the Beavers in that secondary. The flag at the 31-yard line to our right. So that backs Brooke, or rather Beaver Local, back into their own territory at the 45-yard line. And it's a second down now and 22. And Wade Foster gets all the yards back and then some. The dual threat senior quarterback for Beaver Local across the 25-yard line, back into Brooke territory. Just a zone read and a very good job to read it and continue to keep that vision downfield.
First and 10, Beaver Local from the Bruins, 24-yard line.
So a gain of 31 yards for Wade Foster down to the Brooke 24-yard line. 6'1", 205-pound senior.
Clock continues to run. They're about 240 or so, 250.
He's going to throw it this time. Pass is batted away by Gibson, intended for McKenzie on a Mr. Reuter first down. Michael Gibson into the stat column several times tonight. A couple of tackles and a pass break up there. Brings up second down and 10 at the Brooke 24.
Second down and 10.
Lane Jones to the left of Foster. He's going to hand it off to him this time, and the Bruins are all over him after a gain of a couple. First one to him is Corey Maynard, number 45. Gain of 3 down to the 21-yard line. Third down and 7 coming up.
Elijah Lanigan, number 74, is also in on that tackle.
Lanigan, the hybrid defensive lineman / outside linebacker, the position that the Bruins call the Leo. And you see number 74 at the top of your screen there in a 3-point stance, rushing from the defensive line. How about that throw and catch? Touchdown, Beavers.
Nice throw.
Nicholas McKenzie.
Nice catch.
Last week, 3 receptions for 27 yards. This one, a 22-yard touchdown pass from Foster to McKenzie. Good throw and a good catch.
Good, nice throw and nice catch. Couldn't have thrown it any better than that.
Another look at it on the
Right
Ohio
here.
Valley Honda replay. Good protection. Throws it outside and able to scoop it in there for the touchdown reception. The extra point is blocked by the Bruins, so no good. And the Beavers lead is 20-0 with 2:03 left in this first quarter. Seven-play drive that went 57 yards. And about a minute 50 off the clock. Wendy's halftime show with Dylan Cleland coming up at the conclusion of the first half of this one. Dylan will have highlights of this matchup, highlights of several other matchups going on across the valley this evening, and another look at the DeFelice Brothers Pizza Scholar Athlete of the Week. That is senior quarterback for the Bruins, Ty Sperringer. All that and more coming up at the Wendy's halftime show with Dylan Cleland in a couple of minutes. 7 plays, 57 yards in 1 minute and 49 seconds off the clock. Nicholas McKenzie, 20-yard touchdown reception. The extra point blocked makes it 20-0 in favor of the Beavers. 2:03 left, though, Coach, in this first half as the Bruins get the football back, and we haven't seen a whole lot of offensive spark tonight from Brooke, but an opportunity here to muster up something together.
Right.
Because if you can score here, you get the football. Check that. They got the football to start the game, but nonetheless, it puts momentum back on your side a little bit.
You know, we talked earlier, they need to put a drive together and get some points coming out of it. You know, you're down 20 now, and Beaver gets the ball in the second half. You need some something positive here in the last 2 minutes.
The team mobile unit kickoff as Braden Hall swings his right leg through it. The Bruins take it at their own 20. Connor Cart through a hole 30-35. Up near midfield, the 40-yard line. Connor Cart with a little bit of spark back on the Bruins sideline with another sizable return.
Had patience, had good vision. He saw where the alley was, where they blocked, and got there, got him good field position, starting at their own 40-yard line.
The 40-yard line just a tad generous. They spotted at the 39-yard line. First down and 10, and Mr. Reuter, 1st and 10 for the Bruins at their own 39.
We were just rounding up.
Yeah, tend to do that from time to time. Crosby Morris in motion for the Bruins. They fake the handoff. Sperringer will keep it through a hole. Gain of about a couple yards. First man to him, Tucker McElroy, the safety for Beaver Local, pushes him down for a gain of 3. Second down and 7 coming up from the 42-yard line as that clock winds inside a minute 40. There's Aiden Price, starting linebacker for Beaver Local as well. He has the 20-plus yard catch and run for a touchdown to make it 14-0. Nicholas McKenzie makes it 20-0. Play clock down to 10, minute 15 left in this second quarter. A little wildcat snap again to Grant Yost, shake and bake across the 45, and then a host of Beaver tacklers get to him. Looked like the first guy to him was Lane Jones. That clock continuing to wind. The Beavers checked at the Bruins. Actually, both of them each have one timeout remaining. Third down and 3 coming up from their own 46.
It looks like Coach Cicini is content to maybe get out of this half, just run the football, utilize the clock, and regroup at halftime.
Play clock down to 7. It definitely looks like that's the goal here. Play clock at 3, 2. And they're going to let this one drive all the way down. Did the Bruins call a timeout? They did. They didn't take the delay again, so they call a timeout with 21 seconds remaining. Beaver Local still has a timeout in their pocket, so Mike McKenzie can call that depending on what happens on this 3rd and 3. But if you pick up a first down, you'd have to imagine by the way that they took that play down that a first down would mean the end of the first half.
Correct. But if they don't get it, the clock will actually, he can call timeout, stop the clock for the 4th down play.
Big one tomorrow, Coach. The game of week number 1 in college football. The showdown at the shoe that they're calling it. Texas, Ohio State, Fox College Football live on Fox 9. Game starts at noon. Big noon kickoff pregame on Fox 9. Starts tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. It's going to be a big one.
And you're going to be there covering it.
I will be there. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not upset about it. That's going to be fun. 3rd down and 3. Grant Yost to the edge. He gets first down and more. 45-40. Grant Yost, keeper out of the Wildcat. First down, stops the clock at 13 seconds. Now, Brooke burned their final timeout just a moment ago. The Bruins quickly to the line, it looks like, as that clock now winds.
They're probably going to take a shot. Yeah, you know, with only one timeout with Beaver Local and you have no timeouts, 13 seconds on the clock, you take your shot to the end zone.
And Beaver Local's going to call a timeout. Yost
Sure.
did get out of bounds, so the clock stops at 13 seconds, and that's why Beaver Local calls the timeout there to reset defensively. You don't get to carry those timeouts into the second half, so you might as well use them.
You may as well use them.
This first half has been all Beaver Local.
It sure has.
You got to give the quarterback, Wade Foster, a ton of credit. His fingerprints are all over this first half, not just because he's the quarterback, but because he had one heck of a scramble and a run that set up for his rushing touchdown. 2 passing touchdowns. The second one was maybe more of a Wade Foster play because it was a really good throw. Aiden Price did all the work on that second touchdown. Little dump out into the flat. We'll take a look at how we got here. A 24-yard scramble on third down set that play up for Wade Foster. A couple of yards out for the quarterback sneak. Here's that second play. A little dump off to Aiden Price, who did the rest, made one man missed, and there he goes to make it 14-0. And then this throw, very pretty to Nicholas McKenzie, 20-0 after the blocked extra point. Sparinger's going to throw it on a Mr. Reuter first down. Pass is dropped by Grant Yost, and then he was bumped at the end of the play by Tucker McElroy.
There's a flag there.
And that's going to be another personal foul penalty, you'd have to think, and if it is, which it probably will be, that's the third one of the first half for Beaver Local.
Yeah, that's a lot of 15-yard penalties. They've given Brooke life a couple of times when they didn't really need to.
Yeah, despite the scoreboard favoring the Beavers, Mike McKenzie, I'm sure, will have a few words about those personal foul penalties. Tack 15 on to the end of the play there. It'll take things down to the 26-yard line with 5 seconds remaining.
Right, so they have a true shot at the end zone now.
And again, Rocco Sacripanti, the Bruins kicker, with a pretty darn good leg. But instead, the Bruins will take one more shot at the end zone with 5 seconds left in this second quarter. Down 20-0. Sparinger, big rush, steps up, he's hit as the ball's thrown. Incomplete. Whistle signals an incomplete pass. And the clock stops with 1 second remaining, so you don't get the playoff, obviously, that you wanted, but
they'll get another shot at it.
Sparinger was favoring that throwing arm after the play. He was hit hard on the play, and it'll, again, set up a second down and 10 with 1 second remaining in this first half.
Yeah, play clock's down to 12.
They're going to hand it off. Gibson inside the 20. Try to catch him off guard with a run play at the end of the half. Sizable gain, but they needed about 20-plus more yards to get onto the scoreboard. So we head to the locker room at halftime. Beaver Local 20, Brooke nothing. We'll take a break, come back inside Studio 9. Dylan Cleveland will be there for the Wendy's halftime show, breaking this one down and several others. Halftime here at Brooke. Beavers up 20-0.
You can love where you drive at sunset. Got a good thing going on. Waking up feeling blessed to be here, cause it's another day I get to chase my dream. Vision in my head never been so clear. Got a good thing going on.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we don't just get great results for our clients, we also understand the 21st century. Your time is valuable, and you may find it hard to schedule an appointment with a lawyer. That's why you can go to our website and start the process 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll review your initial inquiry and get back to you quickly. Check it out at bordaslaw.com.
Bordas and Bordas, fighting for justice.
The Center of Music and Art is a music store, but did you know we give private art lessons? Interested in improving your artistic skills but not sure where to look? Come to the Center of Music and Art. We offer private, semi-private, and group art lessons typically once per week. Sign up for drawing, watercolor, oil, and acrylic painting, plus character design, kids' crafts, teen projects, beginners' fundamentals, and more. What are you waiting for? Sign up by stopping in to fill out a registration form or submit one virtually on our website.
The field, the lights, the crowd. It's everything to them. But one missed stop can turn a celebration into silence. This isn't how any season is supposed to end. Always stop when the stop arm is out. 1 second can save a lifetime of pain.
This is the Wendy's Halftime Report.
Welcome into the Wendy's Halftime Report. I'm your host, Dylan Cleveland. At halftime of our Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals game, Beaver Local has the lead over Brooke. Now let's take a look at how we got here with our American Consolidated Natural Resources first half highlights. Frank Cicini on the Brooke sideline for the first time as a coach after returning to his alma mater this offseason. Picking up about 5 minutes into the first, Beaver Local driving, and Wade Foster shakes off 2 tacklers and a stiff arm. And he's going to move the ball all the way up inside the 10. Check that, the 5 sets them up. 2 plays later, Foster sneaks it in, and the Beavers take a 7-0 lead. 7.5 to go in the second quarter now. Beaver Local with the Brooke 28. Foster fakes and rolls to the right. He's going to dump off to Aiden Price, who jukes out one guy and has some space in front of him. 14-0 Beaver Local. A couple minutes later, Foster throws to the end zone, and Nicholas McKenzie makes the grab. And that's where we stand at the break. We go to the board. 20-0 Beaver Local with the lead at halftime of our Friday Night Rivals game. Big Red looking for win number 1 on the season, hosting Division IV state champion Indian Valley. First quarter, and Grady Kinsey, a key player on that state title team from a year ago, finishes off a small run for a 6-0 Braves lead. Later in the quarter, Kinsey takes the direct snap, finds space, turns on the Jets. Look at him go, 72 yards. Indian Valley jumps out to a 14-0 lead on Steubenville. Midway through the second, Braves signal caller Riker Williams calls his own number. Bounce to the right and crosses the goal line. 22-0 Indian Valley after the 2-point try. Right before the half, Braves want some more. They go to the air. Colt James makes the basket catch, and it was 30-0 at the break, and that's where we are as they get ready to start the third quarter in Steubenville. We head north, a pair of 1-0 teams squaring off in Columbiana County. Indian Creek driving. Ian Starkey gives it to Bruce Mazar, who bounces off a couple tacklers, and he's going to get the whole way up inside the 5, where he's pulled down, and 2 plays later, Mazar finishes it off. 7-0 Indian Creek. The Redskins rather added another one just a short time ago. We go to the board, and we see this one as they get ready to head into halftime. Martins Ferry hosting Malvern. Both teams 1-0 after good Week 1 wins. First quarter, Purple Riders on offense. Colby Kropka gives to Joaquin Cox, who blows past a few defenders, jumps over another. 7-0 Martins Ferry. To the second quarter now. Martins Ferry at the 2, and Kropka hurries up to the line and pushes it across. QB sneak makes it 14-0. Just a short time later, how about some defense? Malvern looking to get something going, but Gavin Mulvey hops in front of the pass at midfield, cuts back inside, little hurdle, and he does the rest. 50-yard pick six, and it's 21-0 Martins Ferry. At that point, we go to the board. At the break, it's 21-0, or 21-6 Purple Riders. 1-0 Union Local visiting Wheeling Central in a tough cross-state battle to start the season for the Maroon Knights. First offensive possession for Wheeling Central. Nico Cusick takes the snap, and after some pressure, he connects with Cade Coronas, who does the rest. 64 yards, 7-0 Wheeling Central. Later in the corner, Maroon Knights, Clay Petri on a mid-range boot. Gets it through, a little love for the kicker. 10-0 Wheeling Central. On the ensuing drive, the Jets looking to respond, and Colby Carpenter says, I'm going to take this one, find some gaps, gets a block, 76 yards. The PAT makes it 10-7. Then a sky-high punt fielded by the Jets at the 34. Watch Aiden Graham pass midfield and continue. Bunch of blocks, breaks a tackle. Union Local with a 76-yard punt return. And it's 13-10 Union Local. At that point, we go to the board. Wheeling Central has since taken the lead 17-13. This is going to be a good finish, folks. Back and forth all night. We hope it continues. Coming up next on the Wendy's Halftime Report, we'll introduce you to our Scholar Athlete of the Week. But first, here's a look back at Week 1 around the country.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Sweetwine pump fakes, goes end zone wide open, and one-handed catch. Are you kidding me?
Well, I'll tell you that you watch the defender falls down, and Sheffield still has to make a spectacular grab.
Allen rolling, has time if he wants to run. Rolling has a guy over the middle. It's intercepted right into the hands of Logan Steele, and he's gone. No one will catch the long jump gold medalist and the second in the 100, Logan Steele.
Oh, new running back in the ball game, and he got tattooed and suplex. Speaking of wrestling, that was bad enough right there. And then, bam.
Big number 90, Maurice Horry right there. He got his money.
Wolf fires downfield. He has a man, but lobs it up. It's a 50-50 ball, and it's picked off by Manheim Township. Coming up and making the interception is Dixon. It was a 50-50 ball, and Dixon comes up and has the INT. Dixon, the 5.
Does it get off? Ready, go. Off the line of scrimmage. Look at the speed, the quickness. Good recovery there. Gets it back over to the sideline. Execution for Champ.
They're your neighbor, coworker, or significant other, quietly inspiring, coaching, and lending a helping hand. These heroes deserve to be recognized, and I get to tell you about them. Introducing News 9's Hannah's Heroes. Scan the QR code on your screen to nominate special individuals making a big difference in our community. And then be sure to watch News 9 Wednesdays at 5 and 10 p.m. to see Hannah's Hero of the Week.
Sponsored by Trinity Health System.
At Rurig Financial, you're our #1 priority. From your first paycheck to your golden years, we're here to guide you every step of the way.
Zero Down delivers during the summer sales event at Straub Ford in Moundsville, where you'll get our best deals of the year on a dependable new Ford, each backed by our exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty. Right now, pick your favorite new Ford and drive off from just $399 a month with zero down. Or save with 0% financing, zero down payment, and zero payments for 90 days on some of our most popular models. Plus, get a complimentary 2-year maintenance plan. Zero Down delivers during the summer sales event at Straub Ford in Moundsville, or shop online at StraubFord.com. Drive smart, drive Straub.
At American Consolidated Natural Resources, every team member plays a vital role in our operation. We are a company where leadership listens, hard work is recognized, and career growth is part of the plan. You're not just starting a job, you're building a future that helps power communities across the nation. With strong pay, top-tier benefits, and long-term security backed by decades of reserves. Apply online today, and let's get to work.
I can't do this anymore.
Call Bob.
Who's Bob?
I'm Bob, the owner of Mr. Ritter Plumbing.
My team has been helping with plumbing problems for over 25 years. Mr. Reuter has fast, reliable service and the best warranties in the industry.
When you need a plumber fast, don't do it yourself. Call Bob at Mr. Reuter Plumbing.
Thanks, Bob.
My pleasure.
At Rurig Financial, we don't just plan, we partner. Our advisors work closely with you to build a strategy that gives you real financial confidence. Rurig Financial, we have your back.
This is the Wendy's Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Now it's time to meet our DeFelice Brothers Pizza Scholar Athlete of the Week. Jack Hillgrove has the story from Brooke High School.
Senior quarterback Ty Sperringer has stayed busy in his 4 years at Brooke High School. The three-sport athlete owns a 4.3 GPA as his final year in high school gets underway. And while shifting from one sport to the next, all while maintaining good grades takes a toll, it's something that Sperringer happily embraces.
It's definitely a lot. It's not easy to go from waking up early for school, getting all your classes, like getting your work done in your class, studying for tests, and then coming to football practice and really focusing, and then going home, maybe doing some more homework. It's some late nights, but it's a daily grind, and I love it.
As a senior and the starting quarterback, leadership is a requirement. And Brooke head coach Frank Cicini noticed those qualities in Ty right away.
Everything as advertised. He checks all the boxes when it comes to what you want in a high school quarterback and a leader, multi-sport athlete that also does it in the classroom as well. So, it just translates where we always look to him for something to spark us and get us going. And he's definitely that kid for us on the football field.
After high school, Ty says he wants to attend West Virginia University to study business. Business is a passion Ty was able to discover through several family businesses growing up. In the wintertime, Ty is a guard on the Bruins basketball team and plays outfield for Brooke baseball in the spring. Before he graduates, Sperringer has several goals for the classroom, the court, and the field.
A goal, finish with a high GPA in the class, and first of all, football, make the playoffs. That's the goal. And other sports also take the team to the playoffs and win as many games as we can.
Brooke, senior quarterback Ty Sperringer, the DeFelice Brothers Pizza Scholar Athlete of the Week. Reporting for News 9, I'm Jack Hillgrove.
Right now, Ty's Bruins down 20-0, looking to get something going in half number 2. Still to come on the Wendy's Halftime Report. We'll introduce you to this week's Center of Music and Art Band Standout of the Week.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
This year at Brooke County Schools, we're going bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Explore STEM innovation, hands-on CTE programs, and Project Lead the Way. Challenge yourself with advanced placement courses or earn college credit through the Brooke Collegiate Academy in partnership with Bethany College. With exciting facility upgrades across the school district, Brooke County is ready for the future. Welcome back, Bruins. Brooke County Schools, the place to be.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Need cleaning supplies? Stock up and save big on top brands like Dawn, Tide, and Bounty. Receive $10 instant savings on a single qualifying purchase of $40 or more on Procter & Gamble products. When you're looking for new appliances, Menards is the place to shop. You'll find a great selection ready to take home today. Save over $600 on this Maytag top-load laundry pair after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
Save big on the 2025 Ohio Valley Golf Cart. While supplies last, save 50% off the purchase of a golf cart with the promo code TEATIME. The 2025 Ohio Valley Golf Cart gives you a free round of golf at 10 area golf courses. Don't miss this opportunity to save big on your next round of golf. Green fees only, cart fee and appropriate attire required. Visit the golf cart page on WTOV9.com for additional information, including the full list of golf courses.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
This is the Wendy's Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Now we check on our band standout of the week, brought to you by the Center of Music and Art. We head to Brooke High School for more.
WTOV9's Band Standout of the Week, sponsored by the Center of Music and Art.
My name is Ryan Hott. I'm a senior at Brooke High School this year. I am the field commander for our marching band this year. This year, I'm very excited for this show, not only because it's my senior year, but also because we are doing a Latin show, and it's really been what I've been looking forward to the most.
My name is Deidre Groves, and I'm co-section leader of the Woodwinds. One thing I'm looking forward to is the Morgantown Band Spectacular, where we get to perform our field show on WVU's field and at their stadium.
After my senior year, I'm hoping to go to WVU to be a pediatrician. Even though music's not going to be my major, it still has held a very special place in my heart over the years, and so I'm hoping to still be a member of the WVU marching band.
After high school, I'm also planning to go to WVU, and although art and fashion is what calls me for my major, I still want to be in WVU's marching band and make sure music's always a part of my life, because it's always done so much for me and has given me so much more confidence and so many more skills that I'll always use.
WTOV9's Band Standout of the Week, sponsored by the Center of Music and Art.
One more time out. When we come back, we'll wrap up the Wendy's Halftime Report.
If you're looking for a new truck, now is the time to buy from RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Right now, get up to $13,000 off MSRP on select in-stock Ram 1500s with the additional dealer discount. RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where our only focus is you.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. My meal of misfortune is now at Wendy's. It's pure torture with uniquely excruciating dips of dread. Enjoy the anguish.
You already know us for our top-tier windows, but what about our selection of beautiful entry doors? Choose from a wide range of doors in colors and styles designed to fit your home and budget. Our entry door systems offer enhanced home security, energy efficiency, and instant curb appeal. Plus, our experts will install your new door in as little as a day, so you won't have to wait long for a Window World welcome home. Contact Window World for a free quote.
The Center of Music and Art is a music store, but did you know they also offer music lessons? Want to learn to play an instrument but just not quite sure where to start? Come to the Center of Music and Art. We offer private, semi-private, and group music lessons, typically once per week for the piano, lead and bass guitars, drums, ukulele, saxophone, flute, voice, and more. What are you waiting for? Sign up by stopping in to fill out the registration form or submit one virtually on our website.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change
in an instant. The Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your futurecast. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today.
Mom, softball's over. What am I going to do next?
School's about to start. Why don't we try band?
I'm going into the 5th grade this year, and I think I want to do band.
Awesome. Let's see which instrument fits you best.
Are you searching for a new SUV? Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Right now, get up to $7,000 off MSRP on select in-stock Jeep Grand Cherokees with additional dealer discount. Hurry to RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where our only focus is you.
This is the Wendy's Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Let's check out some scores before we go back for the second half at Brooke High School. We start with Wheeling Park's opener against Parkersburg South. Games at the half. Patriots up 7-0. Bel Air visiting Monroe Central 14-7, a tight one at the break. Carrollton up 10-0 on Edison in Richmond tonight. That game at the half. And we will have highlights of all three of those games and much more coming up on Sports Friday. We're out of time on the Wendy's Halftime Report. Thank you for joining us. Next, it's back to Brooke County with Jack Hillgrove and Tony Filberto for the second half.
You've been watching the Wendy's Halftime Report.
My name is Tina Botnagar. I am the Medical Director of Hematology and Medical Oncology at WVU Cancer Institute Wheeling Hospital. I think there's immense opportunity that's coming with the building of this regional cancer center. I think we'll be able to offer ongoing, outstanding quality of care. If you feel the pressure of having to leave your home because you feel like, you're going to get better care somewhere else, that's just an added stressor. So our hope is to put in everything just in your backyard.
At Presley Hearing Center, your journey to better hearing begins with us. Our certified experts are dedicated to understanding your unique needs, ensuring a superior experience every step of the way. Discover the latest in hearing technology with Starkey's newest wireless hearing aids. Don't miss out on life's precious sounds. Call today to schedule your personalized hearing consultation. Presley Hearing Center, where hearing care is healthcare.
Make it DeFelice Brothers Pizza today, 'cause Italy's just too far away.
At DeFelice Brothers Pizza, we're more than just pizza with a full line of catering offerings. Try our Party Round sandwich, Parmesan-crusted rosemary chicken breasts, signature Italian sausage, or meatballs. To book your next event, call DeFelice Brothers Pizza near you or visit us at eatdefelice.com.
Make it DeFelice Brothers Pizza today, 'cause Italy's just too far away.
At American Consolidated Natural Resources, every team member plays a vital role in our operation. We are a company where leadership listens, hard work is recognized, and career growth is part of the plan. You're not just starting a job, you're building a future that helps power communities across the nation. With strong pay, top-tier benefits, and long-term security backed by decades of reserves. Apply online today, and let's get to work.
The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by Presley Hearing Center, West Virginia Northern Community College, Laborers Local 809, Trinity Health System, American Consolidated Natural Resources, and Ohio Valley Honda.
Back here at Paul Budd Billiard Field and Brooke Memorial Stadium for the second half of our Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals game of the week in Wellsburg as the Bruins host the Beavers of Beaver Local. And it's been all Beaver Local in this one thus far. A 20-0 lead for the Beavers as we start quarter number 3. I'm Jack Hillgrove, joined by Tony Filberto. And Coach, that is, I think, the way to describe that first half. It's just been all Beavers.
It's been all Beaver Local. They've been able to run the ball. They've been successful throwing the football. And Brooke hasn't generated a whole lot of offense. Nice play here, nice play there. They did look good, but they haven't been able to put that consistent 8, 10, 12 play drive together.
And to put that into perspective, Brooke has had, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 offensive possessions in the first half, and 3 of the first 4. The last one ended with a run play with like 20 seconds left in the quarter to get to halftime. But the first 3 ended with incompletions. And it's, we've seen a little bit of momentum come from the Brooke sideline, a couple of personal foul penalties from Beaver Local give Brooke a couple of extra chances offensively, and the drive just have seemed to stall rapidly for Brooke. So obviously that's something that has to change.
Yeah, if we look, they just haven't done a whole lot on first down, which we all know is so important. Put your second and long situation or a second and short.
A T-Mobile service kickoff to start this third quarter, kicked by Rocco Sacripanti, fielded by the Beavers. Across the 20 to the 25-yard line goes the Beaver Local return man, and that is where a First Choice America 1st and 10 will take place as the Beavers go to work, up 20 to nothing.
Brooke's going to come out, make a stop, get the ball back, get some offense generated here. You're down by 20 points here. You need to make a stop in this series and then generate something offensively. And I'm sure those are the words of Coach Sassini at halftime also.
We've called this one all Beavers. And a large reason of that is because of the guy who just handed it off to the tailback, Wade Foster. But for now, that's Lane Jones across the 30 to the 35. He's had a pretty darn good first half as well. But Wade Foster with a rushing touchdown and a pair of passing touchdowns. And that final passing touchdown of the first half, the throw to Nicholas McKenzie, really, really good. And a better catch by McKenzie as well. But Foster has been dynamic at that quarterback position for Beaver Local.
Yes, and Jones has done a nice job running the football. He looks like that big, tough inside runner, which he is, but he's got enough speed to get out on the perimeter. They've run him up a couple of times. It looks like this is being called back.
Yeah, holding penalty that transpired near the 30-yard line, so they're going to spot this one back at the 20-yard line. It'll be first down. We'll call it 16. So First Choice America first down will take place again. Nicholas McKenzie comes near side. A couple of receivers, McElroy and Redos to the far side. Foster's going to look that way, lob one up, and the pass is almost intercepted. Michael Gibson's had a good first half defensively for the Bruins. Stepped in front of that pass and the intended receiver for the Beavers.
Made a nice break on the football, read the quarterback at the release and just didn't get there.
Brings up a second down and 16 from the 20-yard line. First play of the third quarter was a pretty darn good run from Lane Jones that was called back on a holding call. So Brooke defensively catches the break. They go from having to manage a second and short to now a second and long. We'll see how Beaver combats it. They're going to try and throw it deep. Foster as a man passes just wide of the mark for his intended receiver on the play. That's Nick Barker, the junior. A couple of Bruins lurking in that secondary as well.
I thought they had the opportunity to make the interception at that point. The ball was sort of thrown into coverage. It was good coverage.
And again, both schools start with B. Their mascots also start with B. So we've been mixing up Bruins and Beavers and Bruins all night. So we'll do our best to get that straight for the remainder of this one. Third down and 16. Timeout called by the Beavers and Mike McKenzie to try and draw something up here on third and long to give the Beavers a new set of sticks. And with that, we'll take the timeout as well, presented by Trinity Health System.
Got a good thing going on. Got a good thing going on.
That timeout presented by Trinity Health System. Third down and 16 forthcoming. The timeout taken by Beaver Local. They will have to operate with a third and 16. Up 20 to nothing. 11-13 left in this third quarter. Stop here for the Bruins would bode very well, especially with how that first half went.
Yeah, we talked about coming out. If they can make a stop, then generate offense and put himself right back in this game. So this is a big, big play. It's 3rd and 20 right now, or 3rd and 15, I'm sorry.
Shotgun look for the Beavers. Somebody moved.
Somebody.
We had a... Okay, the person who moved was a Beaver, and that'll make it now 3rd
and 20.
You manifested
21,
it.
Yeah, I could foresee it coming.
Things going in the way of the Bruins here defensively on this drive. A couple of penalties backing up the Beavers to a 3rd and 21. Quarterback Ty Sperringer playing safety on this drive for the Bruins. They're going to throw it down the middle of the field. He's got a man too short. The pass just short of the intended receiver, Nick Barker. Fourth down, he was open though.
He was open. Brooke was bailing in their secondary, and he threw the under route and just didn't get it to him. That's the stop that Brooke needed. Now let's see what they can do after the kick here and generate some offense.
So the punt team on for the Beavers. Peyton Cowdery back to receive the punt and kick it away. Swings a right leg through it, end over end, a line drive that was, I believe, touched by the Bruins. It was. I don't think the Beavers realized that was tipped by the Bruins. Luckily, Crosby Morris heard somebody say, fall on it, and he did. Unless my eyes deceive me, I think somebody from Beaver Local reached up and touched, or from Brooke reached up and touched that football. We'll check it out here on the replay. Somebody tried to. Now, if that person touched the football or not remains to be seen. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter.
It looks like it may have come off the Beaver Local leg also.
Owen Moore was in the vicinity for Beaver Local number 3. Didn't realize that that ball potentially would have been touched. If it was and he pounced on it, it'd be Beaver Local football. But nonetheless, Brooke gets it back. Ty Sperringer will keep on a first choice, first and 10 at the Bruins, or rather the Beavers' 39-yard line. And they'll pick up a couple of yards.
I like to see the ball in Sperringer's hands. You know, he's so athletic. He can make that 40-yard run. Got exceptional speed.
Gain of 3 down to the Beavers' 36-yard line. Connor Cart, the transfer from Madonna, to the right of Sperringer in the shotgun. Throws to the screen. Grant Yost back towards the middle of the field. Across the 35 down to about the 32-yard line for a gain of 4, maybe 5. 3rd and 3, maybe 2, forthcoming.
If I'm Coach Sassini, I'm thinking I'm down 20 points, run about the 32-yard line. This is 4-down territory no matter what.
Yep, they're going to call it 3rd and 3. Yost, who caught the screen pass wide to the top of your screen. A couple of receivers to the right side of the formation. Throwing it is Sperringer. And intended for Yost. Incomplete. Little hands in the secondary from Tucker McElroy. No penalty marker thrown on the play. Incomplete pass brings up a 4th and 3. So of the 5 Brooke possessions offensively in this one, 4 of them have resulted in incompletions on 3rd down that result in 4th downs.
With a 4th and 3, that's manageable, possibly running the football, or they could run some short stop route, hitch route.
Beaver brings 4. Sperringer rolls right. He's going to throw it deep down the field on 4th and 3. Into and out of the hands of Crosby Morris in the end zone. He had him, and it was a really good throw by Ty Sperringer, but a great job in that defensive secondary for the Beavers. Another look at it here on the Team Automotive replay.
Good sprint out, nice throw, had him deep. We didn't see the end.
Luke Redos, number 5 for Beaver Local, did a tremendous job punching that ball free and causing the turnover on downs. But again, nonetheless, a really, really good throw by Ty Sperringer. So the Beavers will take over at their own 32-yard line, up 20-0 here with 9:24 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Power pistol look for the Beavers on a first choice America, 1st down and 10. Big hit as Wade Foster keeps. And closing in is Cole Bolin, the strong side linebacker. First time we've called his name out tonight. The 6', 175-pound junior meets Wade Foster in that backfield.
You know, they've been running that flash, the zone read, coming back with it. Oh, I saw something fly. I thought it was a flag, but it was a towel they threw off the field.
Second down and 13. Three-man front for the Bruins as the Beavers check with me. Handoff to Lane Jones coming near side with the football. Jones trying to bounce it outside, but Corey Maynard all over number 21 for the Beavers. Closing as well was Bolin, who made that initial tackle. Back-to-back TFLs for the Bruins give the Beavers another third down and long. The defense waking up a little bit for Brooke as well, Coach.
Coach Sassini at halftime must have talked about this stretch play because they were getting the perimeter, they were getting the edge, and in this half they've stopped it 2 times in a row and 1 time in the last drive.
Corey Maynard, number 45, charging through that line and wrapping up and making the tackle. Loss of 4, third down and 17, back at the 26-yard line. Play clock down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. They snap it. Foster, no flag. They're going to throw the screen. The pass is caught by Jones. Jones across the 25 and met pretty darn quickly by Corey Maynard.
Defense is playing the last 2 series.
Gain of a couple, but definitely not enough. Fourth down and long, and the Beavers will have to punt. Crosby Morris involved on the stop as well for Brooke. You just wonder if that, you know, the positive vibes and the momentum can transfer over to the offense for Brooke as well.
Well, it's a game of momentum. We know that. You know, and actually Brooke did a nice job moving the football in the last series. They ended up in 4th.
Cowdery's going to keep it here across the 30 and be well short of that lead stick, which was the 42-yard line. So Brooke with favorable field position again, Coach.
Sure is. I don't think that was a planned run. I think he had a little trouble handling the snap and said, oh, I better tuck it and run. Another big break for Brooke. Great field position. Down 20 points. You're in 4-down territory. So they're thinking, let's put the ball in the end zone, get those points, and we're right back in this football game.
We're going to spot it at the Beaver Local 34-yard line. Another look at it here on the Team Automotive replay.
He saw pressure coming.
Yeah, great job there by Cowdery to notice the pressure, but also Michael Gibson on special teams. He's done it a couple of times defensively. First choice America, 1st and 10 at the 34. Sparinger's going to throw it deep. Too far for Anthony Perlowski.
Right.
Brings up 2nd and 10. 3 consecutive incomplete passes for the Bruins and Ty Sparinger.
You know, they're running a horizontal front. They're putting more people running vertical routes, deep routes, and Beaver Local only has so many defenders, so you're outnumbering by 1. You look at the inside safety and decide where you're going to throw the football.
Cart to the right of Sparinger. That's Marcus Reed off the line to the left. They're going to hand it to Connor Cart. He's going to try to bounce it outside, but runs into stiff resistance. Tucker McElroy on the stop for the Beavers. 3rd down and long coming up now for the Bruins after the Beavers tackle for loss.
There's a stretch. Nice defensive play. Beaver Local's defense has done a nice job handling the perimeter run.
Loss of 2. 3rd down and 13. Actually, loss of 3. Back at the 37-yard line. We shall see what this Brooke coaching staff and offensive coordinator Troy Fetty can muster up here on 3rd and 13. Clock winding at 6:09, 3rd quarter. Yost in the Wildcat will keep it. Grant Yost coming near side, trying to bounce it all the way outside. Gets towards that near sideline before he's met by Luke Redos.
We got a flag out in the middle of the field. Holding.
Looks like this one will come back, and the Bruins will have a 3rd and even longer. Ten yards from the spot of the foul, which looks to be...
They may decline it being 4th down.
And I believe Mike McKenzie did decline the penalty.
Brooke sending their punt team out on the field.
No gain, 4th and 13 from the 37-yard line. So Rocco Sacripanti on to punt for the Bruins. Xavier Riley back deep for the Beavers. This one end over end and short, will bounce at the 20 and be down by the Bruins at the Beaver Local 19-yard line with 5:51 remaining in this third quarter. We'll take a break. Beaver Local 20, Brooke nothing on the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals.
The Wheeling Symphony Orchestra is turning 96. Celebrate this milestone season with us at the historic Capitol Theater.
This season, we're bringing unforgettable energy with 4 powerful masterworks and 3 spectacular Pops concerts.
Season tickets guarantee your seat, save you money, and give you exclusive access to special events with our incredible artists and guest performers.
There's nothing like sharing music with our community. Don't miss a moment and subscribe today.
Get your tickets at wheelingsymphony.com.
Back here with 5:51 remaining in the third quarter. Paul Bud Billiard Field at Brooke Memorial Stadium. The host Bruins trailing the visiting Beavers 20-0 with 5:51 remaining in the third quarter. He's Tony Filberto. I'm Jack Hillgrove on the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals live on WTOV9. Also live streaming on our digital platforms. However you're joining us, we appreciate it. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line go the Beavers across the 30-yard line, and it looks like just enough for the first down. Another First Choice America first down for the Beavers and Lane Jones.
In this half, Brooke has done a nice job defensively. They get the ball back for their offense. They just haven't been able to generate those drives and those points. And let's see if they can do that again in this drive.
Gain of 11 on 1st and 10 from the 19 for Jones. It's now a first down and 10. A First Choice America Federal Credit Union first down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Power pistol look for Wade Foster, the senior quarterback in the gun, the 12th grader wearing number 12. Another 12th grader wearing number 31. That's Aiden Price up near the 40-yard line. With a good run coach on first down. And Price, Mike McKenzie and his offense in the way that it's structured with the H-back and the way that they do things. I mean, they've had some really good players. Brock Sievers last year. Caleb White a couple of years ago, a state track champion, and Aiden Price looks to kind of be like the next person in line at that position that succeeds.
He's a good one. He's got enough speed and shiftiness to get outside. Then again, he's 200 pounds. If you need to go tackle to tackle, he's very capable.
Foster will keep. Foster coming across the 40, 45, 50, flag back at the 39-yard line.
There was a hold on the 39-yard line.
Our officials tonight in this one here in Brooke County, the white hat, our referee is Joe Kohler, the umpire John Bishop, line judge Kelly Ryan, field judge Mike Herrick, side judge John Smith, head linesman Steve Famoso, and a hold called on the play. We'll back things up. Brooke catches a break.
Will be roughly 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13, somewhere in that area, which is a nice break for Brooke. If they can make a stop now, generate that offense like we keep talking about.
They are placing the football at the 29-yard line, which is a loss of 8.
2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. That's good math. I was never really good at math in school. That's a lie. I was actually pretty good at algebra. I couldn't do like calculus or any of that nonsense. Play action fake. Foster will roll it. Pass just wide of the mark by Price. That looked very similar to the touchdown.
It did. He flashed it down inside, rolled out like the bootleg, and then just flipped to the back out of the backfield.
Brings up a 3rd down and 11 from the 29-yard line. Coach, I tell you what, it is August 29th, but it doesn't feel like it out there right now. It feels like it's about October 29th.
It's cold. I brought 2 extra shirts with me tonight, just in case.
3rd down and 11, 3:57 left. I was excited because I was able to put the expensive vest that I bought at the U.S. Open on for the evening ahead. Pass caught over the middle. Good throw by Foster. Good catch by Tucker McElroy across the 40-yard line to about the 42-yard line of the Bruins. Enough for a new set of sticks and a 1st down for the Beavers.
Nice throw, nice catch. They got that middle zone hole wide open, and enough for the 1st down plus a few.
Needed 11. Got about 13. Actually 14 up to the 43-yard line. McElroy, 6'2", 185 pounds. Listed on the depth chart provided to us by Beaver Local as a tight end, but we've seen him in a multitude of different ways, split out wide as well. And off to Lane Jones between the tackles, but the Bruins are there, including number 6, Marcus Reed, defensive end at 6'2", 245, coming up and making the stop for a minimal gain. We'll call it 2. 2nd down and 8. 7th play of the drive coming up.
Yeah, we're under 3 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Brooke needs to make a stop soon.
Tonight, game number 1 for Frank Sassini as the head coach of the Brooke Bruins, a 1990 graduate of Brooke High School, a member of their state championship team in 1987. Started out as an assistant for Bud Billiard, then was an assistant for the guy that's sitting to my right for a while, head coach at Weir High, and now back at his alma mater. 2nd down and 8, pass caught by the Beavers, and at number 8, Jack Nacella sets up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, you're talking about Frank Sassini. What a great job he did as a coach when he worked with us at Weir High School, and then when he took over the program, he continued the successes at Weir High School, and the people of Brooke County are hoping he does the same thing down there.
And you had mentioned when you had stepped away from the Weir High program that Frank was a guy that a lot of people thought would be the successor.
He was my choice, that's for sure. And, rightfully so. He came in, just did an outstanding job. COVID time, it was tough, and he handled it well.
3rd down and 3 at midfield. Foster fakes, will keep it, and there he goes. Wade Foster, 40, 35, 30. Wade Foster into Brooke territory, out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Zone read, good keeper. Wade Foster, just a very wise play made by the senior quarterback.
Right. On the zone read, he flashed across, coming up inside, got man blocking, and got pretty good speed. Of course, so does Grant Yost, and he did a good job.
Gain of 30 down to the 20. Last week, Foster in the win over Cleveland Shaw at home, 74 rushing yards on 13 carries. Was 8 for 16 passing with 122 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. So very much a dual threat quarterback. We've seen it on display tonight. It puts the Beavers into the WV Medicine Weirton Medical Center pink zone at the 20-yard line.
Okay.
And it'll stay at the 20-yard line as Foster hands it off to Jones. Marcus Reed and company.
Reed again. Yep. Does a nice job from that defensive end position.
No gain. We'll do it again. 2nd down and 10 at the 20.
Clock is stopped for a reason.
Sideline warning against the Beavers. Yeah, there's a line on the bench, probably about 1.5 feet, 2 feet behind that white on the sideline that you often see side judges and officials instruct all the players to stand behind. So sometimes players kind of creep up towards the white.
And sometimes the coaches do it, too.
Yeah. Almost can't help yourself.
No. We always had a get-back guy, get-back coach.
Second down and 10 at the 20 after no gain. Tackle by Marcus Reed. Foster will throw towards the end zone. Almost intercepted by Michael Gibson, who has been all over the Bruins secondary in this one. And again, as the scoreboard doesn't really reflect good things for the Bruins right now, I have a feeling that when Frank Cicchini and the coaching staff turn the tape back on in this one, they're going to see a lot they like out of number 21.
Michael Gibson's done an outstanding job. He's been in on a number of tackles, broke up this pass way, and he broke up one at the other end of the field also.
So a third down and 10 at the 20-yard line, still in that WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center pink zone. We will see what Mike McKenzie and the Beavers offense draw up here on 3rd and 10. Foster towards the end zone. Cowdery just a tad too tall for number 44. Incomplete. Brings up a 4th and 10, but he was open.
He was open, just slightly overthrown. You know, again, Brooke has him in a 4th down situation. I'm looking at this Brooke defense. They have 9 underclassmen, and including a freshman and a couple of sophomores. So, you play for now, but the future looks good also.
Yep, Gibson, who we've raved about in that secondary, a junior. Grant Yost at 6'3" in the secondary, also a junior. And your safeties are freshmen and sophomores. Fourth and 10 at the 20. Brooke showing blitz. They bring 6. And there goes number 6. He's hit and he's sacked. Marcus Reed, a turnover on downs, livens up the home fans as the Bruins take the football back. And we look at this as we head to break.
We're in a great inside blitz. The defensive end stepped outside, tackle turn, gave him an alley. You always look for that one play to pick your team up, give them that energy, give them that momentum, and that might be the one the Bruins needed.
At Rurig Financial, your goals are our mission. From college savings to retirement, we build strategies tailored just for you. Rurig Financial, personalized planning, out-of-the-box thinking. Your future, our focus.
This year at Brooke County Schools, we're going bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Explore STEM innovation, hands-on CTE programs, and Project Lead the Way. Challenge yourself with advanced placement courses or earn college credit through the Brooke Collegiate Academy in partnership with Bethany College. With exciting facility upgrades across the school district, Brooke County is ready for the future. Welcome back, Bruins. Brooke County Schools, the place to be.
At Rurig Financial, you're our #1 priority. From your first paycheck to your golden years, we're here to guide you every step of the way.
Back here on the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals, Beaver Local 20, Brooke nothing. Jack Hillgrove, Tony Filberto in the broadcast booth. Coach, the Beavers orchestrated a 12-play drive, 4 minutes and 21 seconds off the clock. Looked like one of those another lengthy scoring drives. Could have potentially been a dagger to go up 27-0. And the Bruins turn it over on or force a turnover on downs.
They sure did, and they made a nice play, and they may have given him that burst, and here comes Sperringer, and we like to see him with the ball in his hands.
First down and 10, a First Choice America first down and 10 at their own 32. Gives them another one as the sticks move across the 45 to the 47-yard line, a gain of about 15 for the Bruins senior quarterback.
Yeah, the 12-play drive by Beaver Local, even though it didn't get points, it took a lot of time off the clock. Brooke needs 3 scores, but then again, Brooke made the big defensive play, the big stop, and here they are generating some offense.
Sperringer, the 5'10", 170-pound senior, our D. Felice Brothers Pizza Scholar Athlete of the Week, wants to study business at West Virginia University, he told me earlier in the week. We'll keep it again. Dive forward across midfield and into Beaver Local territory.
Yeah. It's 2 plays in a row, kept the ball in the quarterback's hands. Pretty soon they're going to make it look like that and pull it up and throw it to someone. You got to start defending the quarterback.
Spot the football They call it 2nd and 7. It's more like 2nd and 6.5. That nose of the football into Beaver Local territory. Toss out of the pistol to Michael Gibson. And Gibson tackled for a loss on the play by Peyton Cowdery back at the Bruins 49-yard line. So it's going to be a 3rd down and long for Brooke coming up here in a moment.
Peyton Cowdery looks like a pretty good football player. He's only a sophomore, 6'1", 205, runs well to the football.
Tackle back at midfield. We'll call it 3rd down and 8. Loss of 1 on the play by Peyton Cowdery defensively for the Bruins. And that will send things to the end of the 3rd quarter. 12 minutes remaining in this one. Beaver Local 20, Brooke nothing. It'll be Bruins football when we come back to start the 4th.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. My meal of misfortune is now at Wendy's. It's pure torture with uniquely excruciating dips of dread. Enjoy the anguish.
I am Hannah Hazard-Jenkins. I am the executive chair and the director of the WVU Cancer Institute. The other thing that's really important in cancer care, and I don't think gets enough attention, is clinical research and clinical trials. Because we really understand that patients who are on clinical trials have a better overall survival than those who are not. And those are really important features that we're doing here in the Northern Panhandle, and we will continue to expand over time.
Wake up with News 9 Sunrise.
We're everywhere, working to make your mornings easier.
Everywhere, keeping you informed and connected.
Stay weather aware everywhere with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Exline.
News 9 Sunrise is everywhere, making a difference for you.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here. Immerse yourself in stunning video. Feel the power of movie theater quality sound and consistent volume across channels. Get the most out of live coverage with enhanced internet content. Next Gen TV, designed to be upgradable with the advancements of tomorrow. The future of television has arrived. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 495, Window World, M&M Hardware, D&J Sales and Service, NHTSA.
20-0 Brooke trailing Beaver Local as we start the 4th quarter. Steubenville down big at home to Indian Valley, 30-0. Last we checked at the end of the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 7 as Ty Sparringer throws. The pass is picked off by Beaver Local, running with the football and getting towards midfield for the Beavers is number 24, Preston Brown, the junior. Another look at it on the Ohio Valley Honda replay, Coach. Brown was all over it.
He was. They were running 4 verticals, and just threw into coverage there. The defender made a nice job catching the football.
So the Beavers play takeaway to start this 4th quarter. And they'll get the football at the Brooke 49-yard line with 11:50 remaining in the ball game. As we're talking about Steubenville, Coach, the last time they started a season 0-2, there were only 48 states.
Wow.
1956.
1956. That's a long time. What a great program that has been over the years.
The Brooke 49-yard line. Xavier Riley into the ball game in a burst of speed. 40, 35, 30. Xavier Riley into the stat column with a run deep into Bruins territory. Deeper into Brooke territory, I should say.
We have another flag back here at about the 47-yard line. They run outside stretch, lead blocks. They got the perimeter like we've talked about, but there was a flag on the play.
And this one will come back. Another holding call against the Beavers, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And it looks like this spot of the foul was
looks like about
near the line of scrimmage, yeah.
It's probably going to make it somewhere around 18 yards, 19 yards.
Back at the... Oh, not quite that long. 18, oh, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
18.
43, yep.
Yeah.
First down and 18.
Result of the penalty brings up a first down and 18 for Beaver Local.
Bunch tight formation. Riley in motion again. They're going to give it to him again on the jet, and hopefully nobody holds for Beaver Local. And there goes Xavier Riley out of bounds near the 40-yard line. No flags on the field, it looks like.
Time.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right. Come right back with the same play that they ran the play before where there was a hold. But they've been doing it most of the evening now. Brooke had some success stopping that outside play, that stretch play, that jet sweep. But, again, they had a lot of success at this time.
Picked up 16 of it backed into the Bruins territory at 41-yard line. Second down and 2 now. And a power pistol look as the Beavers spread it out just a little bit more. Handoff, Lane Jones off right guard, and that's enough for a first down to the 35-yard line. Gain of 6.
Lane Jones, the ball carrier.
Again, a reminder, after the game, stay tuned for the school bus stop of the game presented by NHTSA, the best defensive stop of the game coming your way at the conclusion of this one. Again, that's presented by NHTSA, the school bus stop of the game. Clock stops at 11:22 in this final quarter. An injury timeout. Bruin is down on the play. We'll take the timeout with him.
You can spend fall Saturdays on hay rides with pumpkin lattes. But we know fall Saturdays are for college football live on NBC and Peacock. They're for prime time at the Big House. Here comes Saturday night! Go ahead, you know the words, come on. They're for big celebrations. My +1 is Peacock. Yes. College football live on NBC and Peacock.
You already know us for our top-tier windows, but what about our selection of beautiful entry doors? Choose from a wide range of doors in colors and styles designed to fit your home and budget. Our entry door systems offer enhanced home security, energy efficiency, and instant curb appeal. Plus, our experts will install your new door in as little as a day, so you won't have to wait long for a Window World welcome home. Contact Window World for a free quote.
We're back on the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals. Fourth quarter in this one. Beaver Local 20, Brooke nothing. Jack Hillgrove and Tony Filberto on hand to wrap this thing up as the Bruins trail it at home as they begin the 2025 campaign in the Frank Cicini era here at Brooke High School, as Frank back at his alma mater as the head coach. Mike McKenzie, on the other hand, is in his 9th season as the head coach of the Beavers. 96 wins in his career. First down and 10. This is Wade Foster going to air it out deep. Incomplete. Nick McKenzie almost with his second touchdown reception of the night, but just a tad too far out of his reach.
He was open early. They might have gotten the ball a hair earlier.
For Jack, Casella falls incomplete. Defended on the play by Jack Harvey. Second down and 10, Beaver Local.
.16 remaining in the ballgame. Another jet sweep to Xavier Riley on second down and 10. And this time the Brooke defense is all over the play.
Stop made by Rylan Figs.
Rylan Figs into the stat column tonight for the first time, it seems like. Figs starting Mike linebacker for Frank Cicini and the Bruins, the 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore. Coach, one of those guys that you talked about, an underclassman starting in this defense that you've got to be excited about if you're a Brooke fan.
Yeah, there's even freshmen playing in this defense. So he's got some young guys. They're playing hard. So the future looks good here at Brooke High School.
They fake the jet. Foster will keep across the 30, down inside the 25-yard line of the Bruins. Wade Foster on the keeper. Common theme tonight for Beaver Local, Wade Foster's dual threat ability.
Right. Enough for the first down. Brooke needs to make a stop quickly. We're down to 10 minutes in this football game, and they're down 3 touchdowns.
That is something you can't do, and it's just a matter of who the procedure call was against. It looks like it's going to go against the Beavers.
And it looked like there was confusion from the start. From the left side, guys weren't sure if they were on the line, off the line, and then the right side moved forward, so there was confusion all along.
False start backs things up, first down and 15, back at the 29-yard line. 3 receivers to the left side of the formation. Xavier Riley by himself at the bottom of your screen. And they hand it off. Aiden Price out of the shotgun, fighting forward for as many yards as he can as Marcus Reed wraps him up and brings him down.
Well, we've called Marcus Reed's name a number of times this evening. He's had a nice football game.
Yeah, somebody that can do it on both sides of the ball, but a very good defensive end for the Bruins at 6'2", 245 pounds.
Second down and 15 for the Beaver Locals from the Bruins 25.
Foster wide open over the middle, leaping up and making the catch is number 1, Tucker McElroy. First down and more as the Beavers go for the knockout punch in this one. Another look at it on the Ohio Valley Honda replay.
Can't see the routes or the coverage, but wide open in the middle of the field.
Gain of 22 down to the 7-yard line. Foster to McElroy puts the Beavers in a first and goal situation, looking to make this thing 26-0. Power pistol look. They're going to hand it off to the tailback, Price. And guess who again, Coach? Marcus Reed wrapping him up and bringing him down.
No gain. Might have even lost a yard.
A couple of other Bruin defensive linemen involved in the stop as well, but Reed the first man to him. We're actually going to credit the Bruins with a TFL, a loss of 2 back at the 9-yard line. So second and goal from the 9 forthcoming for the Beavers.
Second and goal Beaver Local from the Bruins 9.
Next week, Beaver Local heads back home and takes on St. Clairsville. And Frank Cicini and company back at home on Paul Budd Billiard Field next week against the Cadets of Lindsley. Handoff, Jones, 5, 4, 3, 2. And brought down on the play by a couple of Bruins, including Cole Mullen, the strong side linebacker. Michael Gibson in on that play as well. Third down and goal.
Had a lot of success running outside stretch. This offensive line is hooking the defensive ends, and you're not getting much contained support.
Gain of 7, third down and goal for the Beavers at the 2. And this is a power eye with an extra fullback in there. They're going to hand it off to the second fullback, Cowdery, who fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers, to make it 26-0. Peyton Cowdery, the 6'1", 205-pound sophomore, finds the end zone for a Laborers Local 809 touchdown.
They're getting the stick eye, 3-back offense, going toe-to-toe with their linemen, and Big Back just put it in the end zone.
26-0 in favor of the Beavers, their first touchdown of the second half. And they'll line up for the extra point in this one. Braden Hall, the senior, as he attempts to boot it through. The long snapper is Price. The holder is Luke Redos. And it is no good. So 26-0 as we take another break with 7:23 remaining in the ballgame. Brooke still trying to punch one in the end zone when we come back.
This is Dr. Z at the Center of Music and Arts. Man, one of the greatest music stores. You guys have to come. To me, it's the best music store east of the Mississippi. They got some great gear. Come and check it out.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change
in an instant. The Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your Futurecast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition on every platform. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens.
This is Dr. Z at the Center of Music and Arts. Man, one of the greatest music stores. You guys have to come. To me, it's the best music store east of the Mississippi. They got some great gear. Come and check it out.
Is that a half moon? Is that what they call that?
Okay. We'll call it a half.
Yeah, it's about half. 26-0 is the score in favor of the Beaver Local Beavers. 10 plays, 49 yards, and 4 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock. Capped off by Peyton Cowdery, a big boy for a big touchdown. 2 yards out, punching his way into the end zone. Extra point no good, but the Beavers have scored 4 touchdowns. The Bruins, no points. It's 26-0 with 7:23 remaining.
Peyton Cowdery is going to be a good football player. He's only a sophomore. Big kid already, 6'1", 205.
Cowdery with a touchdown, Wade Foster with a rushing touchdown, and then a pair of receiving touchdowns, one by Aiden Price, one by Nicholas McKenzie, both of 20-plus yards. That is the difference in this one, as Hall swings a right leg through it. The Bruins return it out across the 30-yard line to about the 32-yard line. Connor Cart on the return for Brooke as the offense goes to work and still tries to salvage something in this one. Another interesting note about both of these teams' schedules. Starting in 2026, the Buckeye 8 conference expands to 12 teams. For all the other sports other than football, it'll be the Buckeye 8 North and Buckeye 8 South. But for football, it'll be split into 2 divisions of 6, big school and small school. Both of these teams in the big school division. A burst of speed there. Michael Gibson stays on his feet and gets up near midfield. A good run there by Gibson, number 21 for the Bruins. So Brooke, Beaver Local, Cambridge, St. Clairsville, Indian Creek, and East Liverpool all in the big school division. They've all got to play each other. And in the small school division, you've got Belair, Buckeye Local, Barnesville, Martins Ferry, Union Local, and Harrison Central. Another look at the Gibson run. So each of those teams, you got to play 5 games against everyone in your division. That's half of the regular season. Another run by Gibson. And if you ask me, Coach, I'm a big fan.
Me
because
too.
In an Ohio Valley High School football scene in 2025, where it seems like more and more teams are playing teams from out of the area, left and right, to tie something together like the Buckeye 8's doing, where you've got to play. I mean, those are all teams, at least in our viewing area, also all members of the Ohio Valley Athletic Conference as well. So I'm all for it.
I've always believed that high school football is about local rivalries. Brings a lot more interest. You know, kids know each other, parents know each other. Makes a lot more excitement.
Flag flies on 2nd down and 6 up to the 47-yard line. Procedure call against the Bruins, backs it up, makes it 2nd down and 11 back at the 48-yard line of the Bruins. But a couple of pretty darn good runs on first down for Michael Gibson. As the clock winds, 6 minutes in winding in this one. Another handoff, Gibson, but he runs into a couple of guys. Dodges one, but Cowdery comes in to make the stop. Gain of maybe a yard on the play to bring up a third down and possibly 10, but actually, yeah, it'll be third down and 10. The line of scrimmage was the 48. They gave him the line to gain up to the 49, so third and 10.
Michael Gibson's pretty quick, pretty shifty, not real big, but they're running him on that outside stretch play.
Another power pistol look for the Bruins on third and 10, down 26-0. They're going to hand it off to Gibson again, and Beaver Local is all over it. A couple of tacklers, including Preston Brown, all over the ball carrier Gibson. Fourth down and long with 5:05 to go. Called a loss of 1, fourth down and 11, back at the 48-yard line. Looks like the offense still out on the field for the green and gold. Play clock inside 10 seconds. They snap it at 8, 4th and 11. Sperringer rolls, throws, pass too tall for Ethan Fisher, out of bounds, incomplete. The Beavers will take over up 26-0 with 4:32 remaining in this one. There are the Beaver Local cheerleaders on the DJ Sales and Service fan cam giving us a wave, and shout out to the fine folks at the video department here at Brooke High School putting us up on the video board as well. So the Beaver Local cheerleaders see themselves on the Brooke video board and are waving and participating in the DJ Sales and Service fan cam. A lot to be excited about on that sideline if you're wearing red and white and Beaver Local colors, because you're up 26-0 and you're on the fast track to 2-0.
I'm expecting that we're going to see a lot of fresh numbers, fresh faces in the football game now with Beaver Local with a 26-point lead. It's a great time, kids to get game time experience.
Mr. Reuter, first down and 10. New quarterback in the game is Owen Moore. Check that, Richie Wise. And the tailback on that play, Aiden Price.
Richie Wise, Beaver Local quarterback.
Wise involved offensively early in the ball game, but made more of a name for himself tonight on the defensive side of the things. Price gains 2 down to the 45-yard line of Brooke. Second down and 8. Handoff, no. Wise will keep it and try to gain another yard, but the Brooke defensive front all over it, including Connor Ray in on the stop. Ray on the Bruins offense, the starting left guard. Jason Canley involved on the stop as well for the Bruins.
Brings up a third down and 6 for Beaver Local.
Still a gain of 2 for Richie Wise. Third down and 6 at the 43-yard line as this clock ticks inside 10 on the play clock. 3:15 and winding on the game clock. Play clock at 5, 4, 3. Will Beaver snap it? They will at 2. Wise rolls it right. Big rush. Incomplete as Marcus Reed and another Bruin in on the quarterback. Forces the incomplete pass. Rylan Figs back there as well. 4th down and 6 coming up.
I expect Beaver Local to keep their offense on the field and just see if they can generate the first down and try to get out of this fourth quarter without giving the ball back to Brooke High School.
The Beavers offense receiving the signal from their sideline on the far side. Wise in the shotgun, sends a man in motion, Dylan McKenzie. He takes it on the jet inside and brought down on the play near that line of scrimmage. Crosby Morris And another Bruin on the play. Guess who? Michael Gibson combined on the stop. Turnover on downs, but there is a flag. Flag came from the near sideline and is at the 44-yard line to our right. Procedure call against the Beavers declined by Frank Cicini and the Bruins, and that's turnover on downs.
Right. 3 minutes exactly on the clock. Let's see if Brooks can generate some offense, get some points on the board.
And just like we saw fresh faces on offense for Beaver Local, you'd have to imagine we'll see the same on defense.
Could imagine. Quite a few new numbers out there.
The same for the Bruins as well, including a new quarterback. Would you be shocked if you knew that his last name was also Sperringer? Camden Sperringer, the freshman, hands it off. Another flag on the play as Bryden Horston was pushed down in the secondary to our left, so we'll wait and see who the guilty party is there. So, seems like Camden Sperringer is the third of 3 quarterbacks in the Sperringer clan.
Right.
Braylon Sperringer was a Big 22 honoree in the past and a mighty fine quarterback under the Mac McLean-Brook Bruins. Graduated a couple of years ago, and when he graduated, younger brother Ty took over, and it seems like when Ty graduates next year, Camden Sperringer potentially in line to take over. So that'll be like, what, 8 years of Sperringers playing quarterback for the Bruins?
8 years of Sperringers.
I believe Braylon started all 4 years.
Right.
Personal foul penalty moves things into Beaver Local territory. Handoff taken by Colton Viziak, another sophomore into the game for the Bruins. Clock winds, 2:40. Looks like these reserves, coach, for the Bruins are moving with a little bit of pace on offense.
Sure are. I see Easton Williams checking into the football game, number 71 for Brooke High School.
A couple of other reserves into the ball game as well. Hunter Maccabee on that offensive line. Skylar Bruce, a freshman, lining up at guard. We'll try and call out more numbers as we get them. Number 65, Tyson Click in as well, a sophomore.
Colton Viziak was the attempted ball carrier, number 10.
And the last one we didn't call out, number 75 in the game on the offensive line for the Bruins, Mason DeWitt, another freshman.
Mm-hmm. It's good to see these coaches put these young kids in, get them some game time experience. That's the only way you get better. You know, you practice and you learn what to do, but you get better at game time.
Third down coming up for the Bruins. 3rd down and 15. Camden Sperringer will record a pass, and this one throws it over the middle. It's caught by number 13, Memphis McCoy, and McCoy tries to evade a couple of tacklers, but cannot escape Dylan McKenzie for the Beavers. It brings up 4th down. If we're going to do some power rankings of the best high school football names in the Ohio Valley, I think Memphis McCoy is up there.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a good one. Inside a minute, a reminder, highlights of this one and like 10, 11 more coming up tonight on the WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center Sports Friday. You can watch it live on WTOV9.com at 10:30. Also live streaming on Facebook, and then live on WTOV9 at 11:10. 4th down, throw across the middle, incomplete. Camden Sperringer looking for Blake Bennett, the junior. Turnover on downs. Beaver Local will get the ball back. I would imagine, Coach, they'll kneel on it and get out of here relatively unscathed.
Yeah, one kneel down, the game will be over.
Beaver Local calls a timeout as well, and it seems like they'll get the appropriate personnel into the ball game to wrap this thing up. So Beaver Local in 35 seconds will officially be a 2-0 start to the 2025 campaign. Next week, the Beavers take on the Red Devils of St. Clairsville. And another reminder of the WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center Sports Friday. A trio of handsome fellas, if you ask me. It's an old picture of yours truly, though. We might have to get that updated, fellas.
So you mean that Rob and Bill Phillips are also a little bit older then?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a FaceTime up on the Bruins video board as well. Again, our feed is tapped into the scoreboard here at Brooke High School, so hopefully that means that folks in the stands go home and watch Sports Friday.
Yeah.
And we will be sleeping fast, and by we, I mean me, because I will be getting up bright and early and packing up and heading out to Columbus for a big-time one tomorrow. New quarterback into the game. Reed Schwera, number 6. They run one play, and
clock is stopped
at 27 seconds. I'm not quite sure why. Are you?
I have no idea why they stopped the clock. It was a running play. I don't see any flags.
Nobody signaled a timeout.
Well, the official just signaled run the clock.
Another handoff. Number 20 for the Beavers. Nick Mara, a freshman, gets his name into the stat column.
Sure does.
And that will do it. The final score at Paul Bud Billiard Field. The Bruins bow in game number 1. The Beavers advance to 2-0 with a 26-0 victory on the road. We'll wrap it up when we come back on the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals live on WTOV 9.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. My meal of misfortune is now at Wendy's. It's pure torture with uniquely excruciating dips of dread. Enjoy the anguish.
What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the green?
I can ask, but he's not going to. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Watch this week's Thursday Night Lights to catch the school bus stop of the game, presented by NHTSA, highlighting the most momentous stops every week. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
When the weather takes a turn for the worse, you need a severe weather expert to help you prepare. From weeks ahead to a moment's notice, Severe Weather Team 9 is everywhere, working to keep you safe. Your Severe Weather Team 9 experts are everywhere.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home.
This year at Brooke County Schools, we're going bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Explore STEM innovation, hands-on CTE programs, and Project Lead the Way. Challenge yourself with advanced placement courses or earn college credit through the Brooke Collegiate Academy in partnership with Bethany College. With exciting facility upgrades across the school district, Brooke County is ready for the future. Welcome back, Bruins. Brooke County Schools, the place to be.
This is the school bus stop of the game, presented by NHTSA. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
Early on in the ballgame, the school bus stop of the game, Aiden Price, number 31, making it happen, coach, offensively and defensively. A fine football player for Mike McKenzie of the Beavers. That is the school bus stop of the game, presented by NHTSA, as the Beavers beat the Bruins 26-0 here in Brooke County tonight. And let's take a look at our player of the game. Player of the game is presented by RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. And the player of the game for the Beaver Local Beavers is the quarterback, number 12, senior Wade Foster, making it happen with the arm, making it happen with his legs, a rushing touchdown, couple of receiving touchdowns. Just a really good night at the office for number 12.
Actually, he broke out of a guaranteed sack, and that's, I think, opened this football game up at that time.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to break down Wade Foster's best plays of the night, that is the one, and it's not even one of his touchdowns. Now, granted, the passing touchdown to Nicholas McKenzie
beautiful
later on in the ball game was a great throw, but that play set up one heck of a night at the office for Wade Foster. He goes on to punch things in after that into the end zone as Beaver Local coach advances to 2-0. Your final thoughts as we wrap up in this one?
Well, it was an all Beaver Local night. They did a nice job offensively and defensively. I thought they were terrific. And Brooke just couldn't get that offense going. We saw some spurts sometimes. We saw some spurts defensively, but they couldn't get any consistency going.
Coach, I had a blast, as we always do. Let's do it again in the future. For Tony Filberto and the rest of our hardworking WTOV9 production crew, our producer, Zach Medovic, director, Dylan Foster, no relation to Wade. I'm Jack Hillgrove saying good night and so long. The WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center Sports Friday begins at 10:30 on WTOV9.com, 11:10 on WTOV9. Again, Jack Hillgrove repeating the final score. Beaver Local 26, Brooke nothing. Have a great night.